All
right, Shalawam. We met New Orleans camp. Coming back with Saturday doing the camp. First and foremost, want to give all praises to
YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Hakodash.
double honors to the apostles and others of great Millstone, who will speak salutation, brother, also that person, brother, truth and sincerity. So, we're going to kind of hit on is, we're looking for a new heavens and a new earth because, we need righteousness. Everything here is defiled, so this is what we need. So, that,
it's the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
All right. Yeah, it said that this is not our rest because we literally have no rest here. We in constant debt. We constantly we got ailments in the body. We just always constantly going through something. You literally can't rest here.
It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
It's polluted. Everything here is polluted. The water we drink, the food we eat, the air we breathe, everything that we consume that in our minds, on the television, all of this is literally consumed and it'll destroy us. All right.
To the book of Isaiah, chapter 24 and verse 5, it says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
It said the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Go to Job 9:24. The earth has been given to the hand of the wicked. The wicked is in control of the earth at this particular point in time. And so it's defiled based on because through the wicked comes all the unrighteousness and the defilement of it.
Right. This is, it says, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore had the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
It's literally because they transgressed the law. The Lord set up laws, statutes, and commandments for how to govern everything, how to run the earth in order for the earth to yield its increase back to you. But these people that's in rulership go totally against it. So thus, Lord got us whole destruction for this type of thing.
But if I could say, hey, also, the laws, statutes, and commandments, they bring life, right? And what happens when you transgress the laws, right? Death. So it's as simple as that. You follow the laws, you get life. You transgress them, you get death. And all around, we can see it's death, man. The different plants, the environment, right? The different animals. All of these things are affected by the choices that these devils make. And that choice is to be contrary to the laws. But
notice how you said transgress the laws brings death.
Right.
What is the sin? Sin is the transgression of the law. And what are the wages of sin?
Yeah.
Death.
That's right, brother. Who's the man of sin?
God.
Esau. And he's ruling right now. So if the man of sin is ruling, death is going to prevail, man. That's right. We're in the valley of the shadow of death. That's what King David called us.
Back all y'all brothers up because it also called the son of perdition. Literally the son of destruction. You want to know who rules in the earth? Just look at the status of the earth. Everybody's sick, people sick, everybody tired, fucked up and depressed. You can just tell who rules.
Men and women can't get along. Everybody doped up out of their minds.
Gender wars,
Class wars.
Everybody's all just at war with each other.
I got a precept here. We can break it down. This Isaiah 60:1. Right? It says, arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
Yep. And the darkness upon the earth came from the wicked. The wicked literally brought darkness and covered the whole entire earth. Their influence is their influence is literally worldwide, not just here, but across the world. but the Lord gonna take them down at the end of the day.
All right, this 2 Corinthians 15:6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Notice it said it exceedingly polluted, not just a little bit, but exceedingly, very high, the whole earth. Go ahead.
And their hurtful works are fulfilled. Yeah, like the brother said, man. And who's in charge now? So-called white man, he saw evil. You know, and that's what he loves, man. He loves wickedness, man. You know, like I say, who can make straight? Who's most high make crooked? Roughly paraphrasing. You know, he's the king. He's in charge. You know, like you say, he got this high IQ, but when it comes down to these scriptures, man, he's a dumb based man. You know, he's like, oh, he don't know about this, man. You know, when it comes to fucking eating abominable foods, you know, men sleeping on men and stuff like that. You know, he play ignorant when it comes to that. But anything else, he's like, oh yeah, I'm the man in control. I got it all together. You know. But we know this man, like you said, he's the man of perdition now, you know? And we know he's into all kind of witchcraft, sodomy, pedophilia, and everything else. And like I said, he pollutes the whole earth with that philosophy, man. Women, you know, ruling over men, and it's just, everything is just fucked up now, man. The earth is upside down.
Yeah. This Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And that's what you see now, man. You see everybody that's living in this society mourning. All right, you got inflation at an all-time high. You got bills, work. The pay is not going up, but bills and food and everything else is constantly going up. And the people are constantly in a state of mourning, man, because they're looking for those righteous rulers. You know?
I got something to back him up exactly what he said. This is Proverbs 29:16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases. So, like you just said, as we know who's in rulership right now, but it's nothing but transgression that's constantly rising in this hellhole that we're living in. You know, so that's how we know that the wicked, they're ruling right now. This transgression and a lot of bullshit and folly is nothing but rising in this world that we're living in right now.
And when did the wicked come back into power? Or when did transgression multiply? Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Keep on your
Okay,
point,
yeah.
I'll bring it out after you finish.
God, so, and when was it multiplied? When the Greeks came back into power. When literally the wicked came into power, that's when all this, and it progressively gets worse and worse and worse as the days, years, months, all that, as time goes on, it's going to get worse. So that's why the Lord has to come back and destroy this place.
But it says this right here at the latter end of Proverbs 29:16. But the righteous shall see their fall. So exactly what you said. The Lord has to come back, and He will come back to destroy and bring this hellhole down, man. Because he can't sit still and let transgression continue to rise upon this earth, man.
Right, so Malachi 1, I start from Malachi 1:1. Right, it says the burden of the word of the Lord of Israel Malachi 1:1, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. It says, I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, where hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
And He's going to do that again. Yeah.
Dark Ages. Yeah. Dark Ages was the golden age for us. Yep. At this point, I get breaks down. In verse 4, it says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
The Lord, he literally hates Esau. You know, he calls him the border of wickedness. So wickedness starts with him. You know, you get to that border or something, that's where wickedness is at.
Yeah, so you're riding on the interstate, you've now entered wickedness. Like that's what it's time, man. That's Esau, man.
Yep.
The border.
Back up. It's on in the Greece and Rome. That's when they built the desolate places. They built up that same culture, which you see in America right now. That's why everybody's so fucked up, bro. That's why everything the way it is right now, man. They got people sleeping. It's a legal law to sleep with animals, to bury trees. All right, this type of shit that Esau be allowing to pass. All right, next thing you know, it's gonna be with the gambler, North American man boy, all type of shit gonna get passed under the same law, but it's the same beast. I just a revitalized version of that beast, and it's really more dangerous.
Yep. If I could say real quick, I remember I brought this up to you guys probably a good while back, but it was a TV show, a series that came out called Babylon, but it was based off of a club named Babylon. But what they say is, this is Babylon. Welcome to Babylon, where anything and everything is allowed. So it's like it let you know, man. Like, we're in fucking Babylon, modern day Sodom, or spiritually Sodom in Egypt. You hear me? So this is it's nothing but folly in nudeness, and oh man, it's just.
Scripture said, vanity and vexation of spirit.
Because
a bunch of random shit just happened, bro. Random wicked shit just happened.
It's the spirit this morning. The brother Rai posted the parade route. You have Babylon. There's a parade called Chaos, and Chaos follows Babylon. That's what it said. There's a parade called Chaos that follows a parade called Babylon. It says Chaos follows Babylon. It was beautiful.
It's not a coincidence, though. Right? It's not a coincidence. They do shit like that on purpose, man. It's not a coincidence.
Esau knows he's the king of Babylon. This devil knows he's the devil. 14, this devil knows that's the king of Babylon, all right? It's not talking about a beautiful angel that fell out of the heavens and Lucifer was just jealous of the Most. All of these fairy tales, man. The Bible is talking about real life, where we actually live. We're in Babylon right now. This man, the devil, that's Lucifer, all right? And the Most High called him that mockingly. Like, you're the light bearer, but there's all this darkness everywhere.
Yeah, and that's the thing. His light is darkness.
It's darkness.
God. It's the book of Job, chapter 10. I'll just get to the point. Verse 22, it says, a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order, and where the light is as darkness.
Right on time.
Yeah. As you can see, brother, like these brothers been going into, we just surrounded. We the only, we the only light of this place. The many camps around, Babylon and the different places influenced by Babylon. We are the only little glimmers of light, all right? Which the Lord, He put those lights here. You about to say something?
Because it's light shining in a dark place.
That's right.
The light of the world.
And also the thing about light is light and darkness cannot be in the same place at the same time. Because anytime light is shine on darkness, darkness has to flee.
That's right.
So the light will always be greater and overpower the darkness. And the light comes from the scriptures, comes from Yahawashi.
All right.
So it's Matthew 5:14. Right? It says, "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid."
They say a city that's set on a hill. Meaning, if it's set on a hill, you can look up and see it no matter where you're at. We're their monument. We're who these nations are supposed to look to for the guidance, for the correct way to live. All right.
Back you up. It's just like you gotta look up. You looking down. Like Yahawashi said, I'm from above, you from beneath. You wasn't just talking shit. It was like my way of thinking is just higher than yours. Me being proud, it's just the truth. Right? The way you live is worse than how we live. It's just the truth, bro.
Back what you said earlier about Esau, he put light to darkness. This Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe to them. Oh, God. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Yeah, he has literally changed. He's flipped everything around. What's good is evil. What's evil is good. The ways of the scriptures is barbaric to people. It's not the right way.
It's old school life. It's done away with.
Yeah.
It's evil.
A virgin woman is terrible here.
It's boring. How would you want a virgin? You want a woman that knows her way around the.
It's great.
Yeah. Walked out.
I've heard many men in the world say they want a woman with experience.
Yeah.
Like that's madness.
That's total madness.
Bro, you fucking degenerate. Yes, the discussion, bro. And
We should
that
start-
let you know how far we fell out from our royal grace, bro. You think that shit cool?
Yeah.
We losing. We need to get out of here right now.
Defiled. Every moment that we spend here, we become more and more defiled. Our minds, our bodies, everything. We gotta.
I got one. Yeah, back in what you got? I just said, right? It's Malachi 1. And I'll continue at verse 5. You can break down Kyle. It says, "And your eyes shall see," talking to the nation of Israel, "and ye shall say, the Lord will be magnified from the border of Israel. A son honors his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is mine honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear? Saith the Lord of hosts unto you, O priests that despise my name, and ye say, wherein have we despised thy name?"
They literally have despised the name and working in the Lord. They take these scriptures and they call themselves by our name, who they are, and defile everything here. You know, when we are the ones that's supposed to honor the Lord. Okay, when they see us and the way we walk and the way we conduct ourselves, they're gonna see the righteous ways.
It says, "Ye offer polluted bread upon mine altar, and ye say, wherein have we polluted thee? In that ye say the table of the Lord is contemptible." And that's why people say, bro, "Oh, well, you offer polluted bread. Oh, our way is good enough. Right? It's good enough. The American way is good enough." That's the same thing you're saying. Like Scripture say, you're falling to the devil. That same vibration Esau do, all the way to the starts, the way your mannerisms, the way you live, the way you do shit, everything. It just takes. That's what 2/3 is. You just a supreme Edomite, man. You better be an Edomite than an Edomite is being an Edomite.
If I could back you up, like you said, we are supposed to be the people that everybody's supposed to follow. But still, to this day, we are still those people. But the only difference now is that we are still mentally following behind Esau and these other heathens. So we follow under their customs, and we make their customs look cool to still make people follow us.
That's how it out.
Like, what the fuck? So that proves to you, once we get back into our right minds, once we get rid of this flesh, and we're at one with Yahawashi, everything is going to be perfect around this thing, man.
And I know y'all brothers say all the time, even our lowest estate, we still have such great influence on these people.
Yeah.
You know I'm the kid.
Yeah.
This Sirach 10:31. He that is honored in poverty,
That's
how much
right.
more in riches?
Come on.
And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty?
Yeah. I mean, that's plain for us. We honoring the poverty. Come on now. We gonna be even greater when we get in our kingdom.
Yeah, just like the heathen follow us now.
Yeah.
How much more we actually have authority in the world?
Yeah. When we actually have the authority, literally have the world. Because right now, the world was it's made for our sakes. But like Scripture say, we don't have the inheritance. You know what I'm saying? We can't enjoy the fruits of the world. But we can. The people gonna love us.
Some real quick before that this is still in Sirach 10, starting at the top. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
A wise judge gonna instruct his people in wise ways. And what is the true wisdom is these scriptures. All right? And the true judges of the earth are the Israelites. And of course, Yahawashi is the top judge there too. All right. And as the judge of the people, as the people are, the judges, so you know what I'm saying? So these people walk around here with that degenerate mentality because the leader or the judge of these people is a degenerate. All right.
Jake got that from Esau. Now Jake making it look cool, like that's the Edomite shit. Jake just took it over.
Yep.
That was like an Edomite, that bad to the bone, like Microchip. That was an Edomite thing. Jake took it over. Yeah, you know, got the four-wheeler tilted sideways. Yeah, it's damn near back.
Yeah. Hebrews 13 and this letter to the Hebrews chapter 13, verse 14. For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come.
Like I said, we have no rest here, and we literally have no continuing city because this city is going to be destroyed. You know, we're seeking the one to come, which is going to be that kingdom of heaven. So if we're looking for all this to be destroyed, it needs to be. In order for the righteousness to come, this has to go. Got to go through this to get to it. God.
So, Proverbs 29 and 16. The wicked are multiplied transgression, so like your transgression increases, but the righteous shall see the fall.
It came out again now.
That spirit, hey, once again, hey, we gonna see they fall, right?
Look at Job and said the wicked will multiply. They'll multiply for the sword.
For the sword,
You
yeah.
see him doing good. You're like, damn, look at that nigga winning. Esau of all people winning, bro. If he's more about to kill him.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Yep.
I got one right here. Like
That's why you see the population of the earth increasing, you know, even more and more than it is, because the Lord is literally placing these spirits back down here for their judgment.
Yeah. It's back you up. Right? It's Isaiah 29 and verse 16. Because you said the whole world is upside down. It's Isaiah 29 and 16. You can bring it down. It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, everything, Esau is taking things that was right side up and put it upside down. And the people look at that as being the correct way when, like, no, flip that shit over.
but shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
And that's a big thing here, that pride. The pride thinking that you know what's best for what's going on when you really don't. All right.
It shows you the people that mindset of atheists. Really, all our people are atheists. 2/3 are all atheists. They don't really believe in a higher power, or else they would act like it.
God.
Even these other religions, they got some level of standard between right and wrong. You're a Buddhist, you know, okay, I do some shit, get paid back for it in the future. But the Hindu, I'm gonna get back as a red, come back as a fucking frog or a cow. Right? But our people don't have any of those principles.
No.
And even when they quote unquote live by them, they still don't live by them, bro.
Yeah.
They live to a whole nother religion, and he doing that wrong.
Good. When you look at Christianity, especially Roman Catholicism, you know, because it all stems from that. If times were to really a crunch time for them to really stand on it, them people ain't gonna stand on it what they so-called believe in anyway.
Oh. You saw that with the jab, man.
Yeah.
People swear up and down they believe in the Lord, they believe in sweet Jesus, they believe in the government. All right? Yep. They believe in FEMA, they believe in Joe Biden. That's y'all God.
Yep. And I remember, so I saw a meme before around the so-called Christmas holiday. It said this is the time of the year when all faiths set their religions aside to celebrate Christmas, which is true. But you got Christmas trees over in China. You got everybody celebrate all this stuff. You know, they set all that aside for them. So at the end of the day, whatever Babylon the Great tells you, that's what they go with. It don't matter. It don't really matter what they believe. So therefore, that's why backing up the point is all the people are atheists. They don't believe in nothing. If you don't really believe in this, you won't believe in anything. Really.
This is Isaiah 31:1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord." Got it.
God, They literally go to Egypt, which is this is spiritual Egypt. They go down here, look for help, like you just brought out. They look for the jab, and you see what's happening now.
All of a sudden.
But that's because they went down there for help. All right.
Isaiah.
Hold on.
Oh, so you got it.
Okay.
Sure. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, and verse 11. It says, as for my people, no, Shalawam, woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with them, with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him. And he sowed wickedness, so he shall reap wickedness. And that's talking about Esau Edom. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Hey, and who put the women in charge of the men? The Edomite, all right? This cuck, okay? This sodomite, this pedophile. And as it said, this child, man, all right? It says, O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. Hey, and ultimately, man, hey, even the 2/3 is instilled in them because they are Israelites to do the right thing. Okay, if they didn't have a wicked force pushing them to do evil, they wouldn't do evil. All right.
But that's why Jake got some type of conscience, when they, when they doing stuff, even if they don't go with, what the spirit's telling them, they know when they doing something off.
Yeah, take a video. So you looking at the videos, they've been locked up for X amount of years, they did some shit. Yeah, I know I'm fucked up. I know I ain't right. They're like, what are you doing it for this, man? That's just in you to do it. That's all it is, bro. Right.
Yeah.
And they use these different avenues of wickedness to oppress you, Jake. But it's not louded for you to understand that and make a change about that. It's not given unto you.
That's another thing that technology has done. Like you say, it created many different avenues.
That's right.
to be more wicked. And then on top of that, especially with the internet now, your wickedness is laid out for the world to see. Whereas back then it wasn't like that.
Right. They should have never gave niggas social media. Just ran into wickedness for niggas. Yeah. Steal them cars right there. Okay, we got it. Yeah.
Hey, even worse, you see these rainbow men, walking around. That wasn't a thing at a certain point in time. My grandfather, them era, his grandfather's era, even in you older brothers' era, that wasn't no big thing, man. Once they started seeing, other motherfuckers in these major cities, New Orleans, Atlanta, New York, San Francisco, these different places, that's when you seen an uptick in the butterfly behavior.
Come out.
It's cool now. You know what I'm saying? They no. Where?
Yeah. They brave.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Brave for coming out.
They called it in the closet for a reason, because you had to hide that shit.
Yeah.
You had to hide that shit. That shit wasn't cool, man. You had to hide that.
I was watching Life, the movie Life with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy last night. Biscuit. Eddie Murphy was talking to Biscuit. Biscuit said, I can't go home to my mama like this.
Yeah.
That just go to show you in that time frame, in that time, that was unacceptable.
Yeah.
That nigga faced death before he would have showed that to anybody else. Yeah.
It also shows you Jake had pride in his family and his heritage.
Right.
So even if he was off, like I don't want my offness to affect my family.
That's right.
He had enough dignity.
Yeah, because that was a disgrace. And he didn't want to, like you said, come back and really disgrace his family with, like you say, him being off like that. It was a beautiful point.
Yeah, that's all I got on that.
I got it.
You can run it real quick.
It's Jeremiah 2:32. Right? It says, "Can a maid forget her ornament, or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number. Why trimmest thou way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways." Right? That whole vibration that being put. Jacob's just trying to get along with everybody, bro. And that's the problem. The Lord show you that through all our captivity, you get too familiar with the heathens, you fall. Right? And Jacob got familiar with the customs, the culture, the way we dress. You like, nah, get off. I think pants and the hoodie. Shit, NBA young boy hoodie, bro. Pants and the hoodie, but it's off. Right? And sneakers, Air Forces. Right?
Oh, so yeah, even when they march for equality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is off, bro.
Even with the devil. That's madness.
It says, I'll read it again. Right? And it says, "Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways." You done taught them everything they need to know about you, man. Everybody know what niggas like. All right, all right, that thing get pushed on everybody, bro. You showed them all your weaknesses, all your hidden parts, everything that you are. You just gave it all to them, and now they didn't see that. They didn't see that weakness, and you pushing it. You pushing their agenda for them, man.
Yeah. Like you said, ultimately flipped it around to, like I said, now we're doing the wickedness. So it's the now. I mean, it's like our people. Yeah, our people. The water. Yeah, we're doing the wickedness now. But these are some of the qualities right here in 2 Timothy 3 that what is being pushed out in this world, man. This is 2 Timothy 3:2. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men should be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than the lovers of Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. So again, we're supposed to know to turn away from these people, turn away from this kingdom, because this is what this kingdom holds. This is what our captivity holds. People that are lovers of themselves, doing everything contrary of Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi. And this shit just needs destruction, man.
Yeah. And at one point in time, we go back into Deuteronomy 28. With the curses, they said that we have a yoke of iron upon our necks. But notice it said until our destroyed. So once our minds were destroyed and we willingly go after the wickedness and go after what Satan puts out there, the yokes of iron came out. So now we have pleasure in doing all those things that you just named in the scripture. We take pleasure in doing wickedness, our people.
Once you domesticate an animal, you don't have to tie him up no more. He wants to stay there. That's Jake, man. Yeah, crawl in your lap.
And when you talk to the average Jake, they love it here. You talk to them about the kingdom of heaven, what's to come, all the good things, all the righteousness, being in the presence of the Lord, all those different things. They don't want them. They worry about next year when their birthday coming up, next holiday season, all the other bullshit here. We're Mardi Gras now. That's new thing they wait. They wait for just more and more wickedness. They love it here.
Finally setting great dignity. Like to answer that point you just made, though. Yeah, our people, they like to praise Abraham Lincoln, but it was the Most High that took them yokes of iron out by neck, man. Going back, like I said, back in Deuteronomy. Nobody else, like saying the so-called white man didn't save you again. He didn't destroy you either. It was the Most High that did it, man. He's in control of everything that happens to the nation of Israel. So you get all worked up and say, "Oh, he freed the slaves." No, man. This man, Abraham Lincoln, fucking hated niggas, man. That's a whole different story there. But the so-called white man will never love Israel. It just ain't in him.
What's the saying? I forget where I heard this from, but it's obviously correct. That we're not personal slaves anymore, but we're corporate slaves. So we didn't move on to another level of our captivity, man.
But the word employee goes back slave.
Social credit just charging you on your carbon output, bro. You're trying to control everything you do. The amount of water you use, how many steps you take in a day, how many breaths you take. You want to be like the Most High.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this man's NW0, man. He wants to literally be the Most High. He wants to control everything that you do. He wants to keep track of everything you eat, everything you drink. He wants to keep track of how many footsteps you're taking in a day, man. But you know, you 2/3 out there, you're just not gonna get it on this side, you know. Yeah. And this, you bring this out real quick. It's Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. It says, "For my people is foolish; they have not known me. They are Sodom's children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge." You know, and to do good you have no knowledge, man. You don't have no knowledge of the laws and statutes and commandments and what you're supposed to be doing, all right, trying to please the Heavenly Father. The word Sadish goes into stupid, man. The Lord literally called you stupid. You're a stupid children, you know?
And neither do they want to understand it.
Yeah.
They, like I said, they enjoy this lust. They enjoy it. They love the feeling, like I mentioned last night. You know, I had a Jake around me that said, I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. You know, that's how they treat this life. They don't see that this is a captivity that we're in and that we're punishing, that we are being punished, and that we need to do the work to be found blameless of Yahawashi Shah.
Like I say, 2 Peter, they're willingly. The reason they can't see it's captivity because they didn't compromise. They didn't sold out already. Yeah. Of course, you ain't struggling. Oh, well, it looks like y'all in this bad situation like this, financially, dealing with this, dealing with that. That's just because we got more integrity than you. It's not a skill thing. It's not a skill gap or intelligence gap. We just have more integrity. We're not going to sell out to the so-called white man. All right? Now, backing y'all for us up. I got you, Kalai. It's just a definition of that word. We've been saying this word, degenerate. Right? Google definition. Right? We know that word generate means to bring something to life, but degenerate means you can basically going back to death, man. Right? It's, degenerate, it says having lost the physical, mental, or moral qualities considered normal or desirable. And it says showing evidence of decline, right? Or lacking some property, order, and that property you lacking in the Lord, man. You don't know your nationality, you don't know your heritage, you don't care. You know these things, you still don't care. You were willingly ignorant. You decide to be a nigga, man. It's a choice. It's a choice within all of us. Right? Or else it wouldn't be fair. Even when Yahawashi was on earth, he was fighting against demons, but you niggas just succumb to him. You with it.
Yeah, if I could, I just want to make a quick point, you know, because this truth has been pushed throughout the four corners. It's not going to be an excuse to saying, well, I didn't know, I didn't have a chance to repent. No, everybody had a chance to repent, right? Yeah. You know, it's not going to be an excuse.
And you made a beautiful point, brother. You know, you got men who willingly bow down to the so-called white man, you know, but wanted to bring out a brief precept, an account. Shalawam. This is the first Maccabees 1:11. It says, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying,
Israelites.
That's right. It says, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. Right? For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. And all they had to do was simply understand that the Lord brought tribulation unto them for something that they were doing. They just had to turn back to the Lord. But no, it's going to go on and say, it says, so this device pleased them well. So you had the persuaders, all right, that persuaded our people to pretty much bow down to the so-called white man. And you had the people, they were into it, okay? They wanted to do it. They say, no, that's a good idea, you know? But listen, it says, then certain of the people who, Shalawam, then certain of the people were so forward herein that when they went to the king who gave them the license to do after the ordinance of the heathen, whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen. And us up here, we know what that was, all right? These gymnasiums, okay? They were butt-ass naked in those gymnasiums, doing all kinds of abominable action now, man.
You're doing the same thing today.
That's right. He's a freak, a freak monster, you know? It's like it, bro.
If you go on TikTok, you go on YouTube, all you see is hoes and yoga pants. Those
Yep.
basically
That's right. Yep.
That's damn near naked, man. You in yoga pants.
That's right, brother.
See all the woman's shape, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to see that. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's nice to look at. Cool. We men like looking at women, but that shit off. That shit off. You wasn't supposed to wear. You ain't even supposed to be able to tell a woman's figure from looking at her.
I got a. You want to make a point right quick?
Yeah, Baba Shah, if you could go back to the verse above, it pleased them. The device pleased them in that first Maccabees.
John. It says, in those days, this verse 11, in those days went there out of Israel many wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
God, like I said, and you can hit the next part too after.
It says, so this device pleased them well.
God. So again, like I said, our people, they figured that what the law was putting us through at that time was just, obviously it was hell, because they was going against the law, statutes, commandments. You're going to go through that. But like I said, it pleased them to go with the heathens and do nothing but folly and bullshit with them, and the shit pleased them. The devices pleased them. And you could obviously see that to what's going on right now. Again, harping on that, it pleases our people in this world to do wickedness, to do everything contrary of Yahawashi. So like I got fucking simple.
I got one last line. It says, verse 15, jumping back down, it says, and made themselves uncircumcised. Right? They made themselves uncircumcised. Okay, they knew something was wrong and they willingly did it. All right, it says, and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief. And who that sound like? Our people, man. You have forsook the holy covenant, the special covenant, okay? The separate covenant that the Lord made with us, man. All right? The Lord, hey, and that's why you niggas going through everything that you fucking going through now, man.
I'll tell you later on in that same book, it says we suffer because of our sins. That's right. That's the reason we're going through these afflictions. That's the reason we're under curses, because our people are disobedient. This is I
was just gonna say, and you wonder why the white man got both of his goddamn feet on our neck. He ain't doing that on his own, man. We talking about a puny, a scrawny, child molester, man. This nigga, he's nobody physically, but the Lord is spiritually put him in charge of us, because you wicked ass niggas don't want to come back unto the Lord. But this your final hoorah. All the wicked, this is your final hoorah, man. Because soon the Lord is gonna crack them goddamn clouds, bro. Hey, and it's gonna be on, man. It's gonna be on. This is the last time wickedness will rule the earth.
It's Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy soul. So the Lord is using the wicked, or Esau, the so-called white man, as the whipping stick on our people. Right? And but he said he's gonna cast him down. He's gonna be disappointed. His hands ain't gonna perform his enterprise, as it says in Job.
Okay. All right, this is Proverbs 3 and 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. So yeah, going back to the gym, those we just bringing out, we shouldn't be in there, damn fucking naked pretty much in there. Doing all this kind of crap in the gym. You see Jake got the fucking spandex shorts on with his balls head hanging out. You got other men lusting after you in there, all kind of bull, man. Like I saying, man worshiping pretty much. They like, oh, how you get the pics like this? Oh, let me feel your muscle like that. Oh man, that feel good. Yeah, that whole bodybuilding cosmos, that whole world is full of sodomy, man. Those bodybuilders are they're male prostitutes, man. You got a bunch of rich sodomites that watch Jake get on stage greased up with the little Speedo, and they paping them, man. Those are sodomites, for real. Like people don't know that. Yeah, it's like an auction. Yeah.
Imagine that. You mentioned it being an auction. What they do to their skin?
Oh,
They tan
they
it.
tan.
They tan it to make it like they got some melanin in their skin. Man.
Yeah, that's disgusting, bro.
Yeah. Hey, shoot, none of his ways, man. Whether it's the the Mardi Gras, Christmas, Thanksgiving, his way of living, man. His philosophy. We going to the alphabet games. We going to that, the pedophilia, the bestiality. Supporting his feminism because women didn't come up with that. The so-called white man came up with that, man. They have women over you, Jake. And now our people stand down and they take it. Like, you know what? You're right. The woman, she need to rule sometime.
If I could say, that's the same shit that the serpent came to Eve with in the garden, man. That's the same shit. That feminism shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
No, if she knew that she needed Adam. Come on, that's obvious, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And these women know that they need their men. But it's all the accolades that come with being a feminist, whether it's voluntary or involuntary, because a lot of these women don't even know that they are feminists.
What did the serpent tell Eve? Oh, you could be like God. Women hear that like, wait a minute, I could be like the Most High. I could have these niggas worship me. That was that fruit, man, not an apple. All right, that's not in the Bible. All right. Yeah. And sure, and here they are today, over us, man. You got Esau, you got the women, man. All over. Yeah, especially these goddamn single mothers. They out here destroying every fucking thing, man. They got to be stopped, man. They carrying on with the goddamn wickedness, man. Appreciate what you just said. Okay, come on.
It's Jeremiah 31:22. It says, "How long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For Yahawah had created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man."
See it everywhere on the plantations. Hey, like you're saying, women, they are actually being worshipped now. They idols now,
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, especially that OnlyFans. That's fucking worship city right there, drooling. Like that little bitch I was talking about her earlier today. What's her name? The Cash Me Outside chick.
Yeah. She turned 18. She got like $1 million in OnlyFans.
Yeah, she like 55 some million account now. Here it is, this little bony, scrawny little thing, and niggas falling crazy over there. You got that. So
I'll go say who the main people that worship these women, man. Jake.
Yeah.
Jake, bro.
You're right though, yeah. And Jake, gonna put the woman on the pedestal every time, man. And here they are. We're oppressed by the so-called white man and oppressed by the women, man.
Not only did
You don't think about that.
not only did Jake put him on a pedestal, but obviously Esau got him on a pedestal too. I was just reading an article about Gabrielle Union. It came out about her that she felt like she was able to cheat on her NFL husband because she was the breadwinner. So that's what Esau puts on the table to women. Be that boss bitch. Once you be that boss bitch, you could control everything. You could. The world is yours. And everything is under you. Because at the end of the day, so-called men need women. Nothing but folly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to drag him over.
You ain't listening.
You finna get free.
I ain't shadow like that. She be crushing Jake.
I just wanted to make a quick point on what you said because that's all the setup though. Because at the end of the day, when all hell break loose and
I was literally about to say
all hell break loose and shit hit the fan, all of you alpha females, all right, all of you independent women, y'all gonna be looking and pleading to cleave to a man of the Lord in that day. The scripture said the Lord, he'll make a man more precious than fine gold, man. And so when these things happen, all your OnlyFans money is not gonna be worth nothing. All your $150,000 CEO job that he done gave you, it's not gonna be worth nothing. The only thing that's gonna be worth something is a man of the Lord in that day, man.
Actually, the looks, your boxing, it ain't gonna matter. And they're gonna be taking it. You're gonna be getting traded for. I'm being funny, but I'm being shit. Traded for loaves of bread and shit. You're gonna have like having in the movies like a line of camels and ghosts. Just gonna be a line of women. They're gonna be trading you for food, bro.
Yeah, man.
Eating you and raping you. That's basically gonna be the woman's life. Eating and raped.
Dry socks are gonna be worth more than boxing that day.
Mm-hmm.
It's that serious, man. Cigarettes, medicine, everything's gonna be worth more than a woman in that
Bottle
day.
of alcohol.
A bottle of alcohol is gonna be like solid gold,
That's
man.
gold, bro.
Real.
You so-called women are gonna get traded, man. You're gonna get traded for all sorts of household items, toilet paper. You saw Jake during the so-called the pandemic. Jake fighting over toilet paper.
Yeah.
How much more in that day? There's nothing in the shelves. Walmart's empty. All right, people are gonna be going crazy for basic household items, man. You so-called bad bitches, man. Y'all are just gonna be treated like baseball cards.
Yeah, you should be treaded upon like the mind of the streets. Look, they gonna step on you, bro. Lord's gonna just have you gonna get stepped on because you've been winning for a long time. It's a lot easier for Eve to make it in this society than it is for us. They do their job of keeping us at the bottom, keeping us suppressed. Even if you're doing good, there's still a limit to it, bro. Say you're an NFL player, fucking your own bitch, she's still doing some shit, committing adultery. Will Smith, you fucking Will Smith, you still losing, bro.
20 million a movie.
Yeah, your wife still got you cucked out, man.
Young weirdo. He a mo. Losing, bro.
Kanye, a billionaire. He get canceled. Like Jake has a ceiling in this society, man. He took his kids. He got to be a stalker. He got to move next to his own kids. Like that's off, man. The kids are supposed to go to the father. All right. All right. The house. The scriptures clearly tell you if you divorce your woman, she leaves with nothing. That's in the Bible. Your property can't take your property. That don't even make no sense. I don't want this property no more. Now my property is gonna take my property. That's off, man.
Yeah, but the first thing a woman do when she's ready to go, oh, I'm taking my children with me. Yeah. That's the first thing they do. I'm taking my children. Yeah, bro. That's madness. That's madness, you know? Yeah.
Got one. That's that one. Yeah, okay. It's Isaiah 28:15. It says, because ye have said we have made a covenant with death, and with hell we had agreement, and you have made a covenant with death. Our people as a whole have made a covenant with death. Right? Whatever Esau for it, Jacob for it. It don't even matter what it is. Whatever agenda Esau push, Jacob just forward. Because why not? It's going to give us the love of the soul, trimming your waist. It's going to give us the love of the world right here, man. So you need to be worried about the love of Yahawashi because that type of love is going to stop you from dying. Okay? And I said, when the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. Oh, the so-called white man ain't evil. He ain't going to come down on us. Ain't going to be no, I don't know what y'all talking about, no tanks on the streets. Yeah, I'll sound like conspiracy theories. Right? That's what our people say. It shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. Like I brought out, you did that willingly, man. You willingly ignorant. You know these things are lies. You know, at the time, you knew something was up with that juice when it came out, bro. You don't even know the ingredients of the juice, but you just out there taking it. Just cause, man. Right? But ultimately, you don't have faith. You ain't elected. That's all it means, bro.
That's our people, man. They under that charm, under that spell, man. Esau Edom, whatever you get on that TV and say, our people soak it up. You know, and then along with that, you get in the ear of the woman, tell her to get in your ear back at the house. The Israelite man, oh, we need to do more shopping. No, we need to sit down and talk. Let's talk about this, but things you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ain't nothing she need to do, but you always fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Fell away. You can finish. You got it. I understand. We didn't completely fell away from our royal state. Yeah, royal state. We losing right now, man. Shit is not supposed to. You supposed to be a woman. Just dealing on some simple shit. Dealing with a woman. You're supposed to be upset that woman ain't a virgin, bro. Just simple shit like that. Right? You're supposed to be we're literally supposed to be the best at everything. Right? But look at the situation, we struggle for basic necessities. Right? You got to compromise to an extent to even deal with a woman. Right? The basis of the earth is above you. Losing. You got to get out of this situation, bro. And the only way you're going to want to get out of this situation when you realize it's a problem that you're in this situation. Right? You got to start adding them. Like I was saying, once you really sit down and start analyzing and all the problems that you got, you're like, damn, I'm in the hell, man. That's why the Lord was so stressed out. He was looking at everything. Look at like how this act, how this works. The way the air, the environment's fucked up. That's how we know we got to get out of here. Right? Deeper than just some small shit. Oh, we struggling in this tight situation right now. Struggling, this happening. It's small shit. The whole earth is fucked up. Huh? The earth is fucked up. The people are fucked up. The principles, there ain't no morals. I say men are lovers of themselves. People are even. All right, so Lord got to come and change this shit. Or else,
There'll be no flesh to be saved. Right. And, we're gonna get into it. Like I said, when you get into all the problems, y'all gotta get to the source of it, man. And like saying, all roads always lead back to the so-called white man. We got this this Delta male running the show. He hates women, but he loves to dress up like a woman, though. You catch him in women bikinis, lingerie, heels, and shit like that. So that's why things will never get set straight, man. Because you have to get rid of the cancer that's in the earth. And, that's what Yahawashi is coming to do. He's getting ready to take, like you're saying, put this right side up. Right now, the ways, like I said, if this man was to go on forever, everybody be around here in dresses. Everybody, you was born a boy, it'll be a girl, vice versa. It'll be around here walking around just having open sex in the open markets, having, sex with animals, man. So
if I can read to you real quick. Yeah, this is the article the brother Maya just sent in. It says an Ecuadorian man has legally changed his gender in a bid to win custody of his children from a legal system that he says punishes fathers.
Come on, you gotta be a woman to get your kids. Yeah, to turn into a woman.
So Jake supplanted it and said, "Now, did he change it because his junk off, or he just say I'm legally a woman?"
Probably, yeah. You never know. You never know.
Yeah, right.
Get away with some shit.
Yeah, for real.
Do all that just to get a fashion.
But
Well, look at this. It says that transgender activists responded with outrage.
So they're outraged that he. That's another thing. The hypocrisy of the society, man. You got people saying you can't define what a woman is, but then if you change it to a woman to take advantage of the gifts that women have, trannies get outraged. Wait a minute, I thought we were all equal. What happened to that?
Right. You're only equal when it benefits them, But if it's ever being a man, nothing benefits you being a man. It's always they want our rights, but they don't want to be a man.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it.
That's what we got, man. A man, actually, so-called white man, he envies the woman, for some kind of weird reason. But that's what we got over us, man. A violent, raging homosexual, And we got to get out of here, man. Because I'll bring this one out real quick. This is Job 20:5. That the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. So yeah, Esau Edom, man, he's a hypocrite, man. He pretends that he's a man, Oh, you can get that Daniel 11:37, Kashaw, Daniel 11:37. Yeah, he pretends that he desires women. We know it's all a charade, a facade,
You got women walking in front of him, man. That's off, man. Get that on the camera.
Yeah, see, look. That's them are Delta males right there.
Understand that when you let your woman walk in front of you, that's a representation of who leading you, man.
Exactly.
They don't understand that.
Yeah, here we go again.
Yeah.
The Lord told he out by the size of that ponytail.
But so you got women drawers on right now. That's why he's walking like that.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, bro. Even amongst our own nation, a lot of these men that you think it'd be these hard, tough guys, and all type of whole activities and things of that nature. It's fucked up, bro. They can hurt shit. All these tough guys, gangster type of guys, have been lady playing with them. Let's leave it at that. Yeah. And these type of things that's going on in America. All right, big 6'6" nigga getting played with by his own woman. It's like a Gabrielle Union in that nigga, bro. What's his name? Dwayne Wade. She outright admitted to it, man.
Yeah. That's your black queen, though.
You know what I'm saying? They're a woman, bro.
Yeah, you done killed 20 men. When you get inside, Keisha got her hands around your neck, man.
Yeah. And slapping the taste out your mouth when you walk through the door.
You bend over.
Yeah.
All the weird shit, bro. You think it's nasty, man. Yeah. There's a lot of shit that go on behind closed doors. We speak it because it's in the scriptures, but a lot of shit we ain't seeing that Lord really looking at it like it's disgusting. I got to destroy this whole place. Yeah. Right? Because just looking at it at face value, you walking up the street. Yeah, that's why the scoffers and shit can't help it. You walking up the street, I don't see no wickedness. I don't see none of this shit y'all talking about on the street right now. You don't mean it ain't happening, man.
Yeah.
Right? It's the secret shit that the Lord is really upset with. But all things hidden gonna be brought to light.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let God.
Little do you know what's happening on that top floor of this building right here.
Like more activity.
Yeah.
I think that's in what Solomon, was it Solomon 12 4 or something about drinking the blood or some shit, children. I'll look at it. You gotta get that Daniel first.
All right, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 11, verse 37. It says, neither shall he regard the power of his fathers, nor the desire of woman, nor regard any power, for he shall magnify himself above all.
Right? And the so-called white man, he doesn't desire women. You know, he floods the internet and the television and all kind of other forms of media out there with women, you know, to trap the true men, the Israelite man, to distract you, you know. By the whole time he running out the back door with the money, you know, and the children, you know. And I say he don't regard the fathers, the powers of his fathers. You know, this cracker, he once knew the law, statute, commandments, man. He kept them at a point when he was up under you know, Isaac, you know. So he can't say, oh well, I didn't know. No, motherfucker, you knew, you was under his roof. You know, you got the same thing as Jacob. But he chose not to follow it.
That's why the parable of Lazarus says, look, you had Moses and the prophets too, man.
Mm-hmm.
He has the Bible. He prints the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And his so-called court system, man, which is really a farce, he'll have you swearing on the Bible. He knows this is the word of the Most High. He knows this is the true judge of right and wrong, and he just does evil.
Mm-hmm. Like at the beginning with it was Cain and Abel. Yeah. I believe he brought that wicked sacrifice, sacrifice of vegetables. Yeah, he knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, you knew what was up. You just chose to be wicked because it's just in you. You like being rebellious, and that's the same vibration you see on our people, just rebellion for the sake of rebellion. I want to be different. I want to stand out amongst the crowd. You in a wicked ass weirdo nigga, bro. That's why you gotta die.
Okay, done. Yeah, and like you said, he knew, man. He had these laws. He understood it. He read it, you know. So he saw there won't be no excuse in that day. Like I said, he magnifies himself against everything. You know, he's the man. He's the power. You know, that's what he wants to look up to, a damn homosexual, pretty much, man. You know, we're not going for it. And that's what you see out here, this remnant of men that was chosen by Yahawashi, Yahawashi, now you fucking follow your ways. Like I brought out earlier, envy not thy oppressor and choose none of his ways. And that's what we're saying. You know, he had us in a charm. We was betwixt by him earlier, you know, but the Most High woke us out of that shit. You know, and here we are standing on our fucking 2 feet now and saying, fuck all that, Esau. You know, we don't want to be like you. We don't want to walk around with a smooth booty face.
Yeah, that's who's ruling over.
Yeah.
Pedophile weirdo.
A weirdo, like Trayvon Martin said, when Jeff Zimmerman was following him, some kind of weirdo or some shit, even somebody a creep. And even a wicked Jake knows that nigga a creep, man. You know?
Yeah, bro. I got one right here.
A black weirdo.
I got one.
Okay, you got it.
Like this, Isaiah 28, this verse 16. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, which you know is Yahawashi. It's more than just a name. It's a mindset. It's a code of conduct. It's the way you're supposed to be, bro. All right, so we're trying to reestablish that way that you're supposed to think, that royal, regal, angelic way of thinking on the earth. That's the whole reason the prophets are here. Right? And it says, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste. Right? The scripture say, make not haste in time of trouble. You ain't gonna jump the gun. You're gonna believe that the Lord is enough. That's sufficient enough to save you. Man. A lot of people didn't believe that. You went and took that juice, and you're gonna end up taking that Corona. Right? You made that haste because you don't have any reason not to. Let's be real. Right? You ain't got no greater power, no greater reward after this. And in the eyes of a nigga, you just here until you ain't here no more. YOLO. You only live once.
Like the brother said, a good time, not a long time, man.
Right? And it says, judgment also, as our Lord feels, judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet, and the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the water shall overflow the hiding place, those living water, man. They're overflowing all the hidden things of this world, all the shit people scared to talk about. We talk about it. Right? All things that's off or taboo. Oh yeah, that's offensive. You'll offend somebody if you go into this. You offend somebody, you go into that. Right? But we got to bring it out. like it said in Psalm, who shall stand up for me against the workers of iniquity, against the evil doer? Somebody got to say something, or else shit just gonna keep going, and then everybody gonna die.
Like the scriptures say, have we become your enemy because we tell you the truth? You know, and that's what we come to do. We come to tell you the truth, man. We're gonna give you everything you need to know. You know, whether you like it or you don't. You know, there's no hiding up here, man. We give you everything you need in these scriptures, man. You know, we ain't selling precepts on the side, selling breakdowns. You know, you're gonna get everything you need out here. You know, in order to see, you know, achieve salvation, which is all through the will of Yahawashi, whether you get delivered or not. But we're gonna give you the keys, man. You know, all through the will of Yahawashi. You know, we just what we say, the Most High get the increase. You know, so we just doing our part. So we're gonna tell you who's over you. You know, storming the Esau, and we telling you that his kingdom, man, his kingdom is getting ready to go down. So you Israelites is hanging on to this, and if you don't know you're Israelite, we're talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We're telling you who you are, starting off, and telling you that this place that you love to cling on to is going down right before your eyes. You know, more and more recession talk. The brothers putting in the WhatsApp, you know, and then you got the disinformation committee coming up. You know, so this word's getting ready to go away, and on top of that, Esau is getting ready to go away too. So it's all coming hand in hand. The prophecies are coming, you know, full circle, man. They're about to be completed real soon. So what's the point of fucking you know, hanging on to this place?
Yeah, the year of all the prophecies, hopeful year of all the prophecies coming to pass, man.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an exciting year.
That's right.
You're saying you're literally thinking about, you know, when the year was deemed that the hopeful year of all the prophecies coming to pass, and part of that is salvation, man. Getting the hell out of this place.
Hey,
you know
what it's about right there. And
Like
then
it's Isaiah 28:18. You can break it down. And it says, and your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it.
That death with that covenant with hell, man. That's what Jake makes, man. You know, they love out here. They love the fucking you know, do as thou wilt. That's a doctrine unto death. You know, that's death and hell, man. You know, that leaves you nowhere. You know, that matter of fact, it leads you away from your power. You know, first off, you know, and it leads to your destruction, which is coming up very, very soon. You know, we saying you niggas getting shot down in these streets. And here it is, beginning of 2023, and down here in New Orleans, you niggas already fucking started your own purge law down here. You know, so destruction and hell is coming to the nation of Israel if you don't get your ass back in line. You know, we ain't gonna be out here very long, man. You know, everybody keeps saying, "Oh, y'all keep saying that," but no, it's coming. So mark our words, man. We try to fucking get out here raising our voices, trying to wake up these dumb niggas, man.
It's the Most High's words. Mark his words.
Mm-hmm.
It's all in the book, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the end of this kingdom. Anybody that can't see that is bugged out.
Yeah. And like I said, that covenant with hell, man. Hey, that shit is about to be this and all, man. You know, the Most High ain't gonna sit around here and wait for Jake to get it right another 200, 300, 400 years, man.
Scripture says, I shall not hide my tongue concerning your wickedness anymore. There's a lot of fucked up shit we see in our personal lives on a day-to-day that Jake be doing. It's like, God damn, man. Ain't nobody gonna stop this nigga from doing what he does. And the same way we feel about Esau. Eventually, somebody got to step in just for the sake of what's right. You got to see that all this shit is not right, bro. Just the basic principles, the way people think, people just fucked up. The world is a fucked up place, and you can't see it. You need to die. Real spill. You just got to get killed and move the fuck around.
That's right, bro.
That's a beautiful point, brother. You know, like the brother's been going into it, super obvious, man. You even got atheists, all right, who scrambling to believe in something. You know, what they see that this is a divine presence, all right, that's controlling these things, you know, all these calamities down to the different weather events, okay, to the different wars, you know, brothers know the calamities, but I'm gonna just let the scripture speak. So 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. All right, so it started off with the times and the seasons. Okay, you measure the clock of the world through the prophecies. All right, that's what the Lord gave us the prophecies for, to measure when He's coming back. That's why He told it to us. All right, it says, and I'm gonna make another point. It says, for yourselves know perfectly that the days of the Lord, that the day of the Lord so coming as a thief in the night. So that means somebody on this earth know what the fuck is going on. Right?
What's he writing to?
Hey, the church of Thessalonica, how you say it? Thessalonica? Yeah. Thessalonica. But those were the elect that he was talking to, man. All right. But it says, for when suddenly they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right. And who is that they? These 2/3, man. All right. Those of you who walk past, glint your eyes at us, all right, fuck over us in our daily lives, okay? Different family members that talk down about the truth,
right?
All right. But it goes on to say, and I brought this out to back up that brother Darashia. It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. All right. Hey, that darkness is clouding the minds of these people. That's why they're able to go down to Bourbon, all right, every night. That's why they're able to go down to these different parades, you know, these different festivities that this bread and circus that this place has to offer. All right. They are in total darkness. They have no inclination of what's about to go down, man. The scriptures talk about a time like the earth has never seen before. You know, and we're man, look, we're not creeping up on it no more. All right. Though it tarry, wait for it. You know,
it shall not tarry.
It shall not tarry. While you niggas sleeping upon your beds, all right, frolicking around with your woman and shit, man, prophecies are happening. Okay, things are being put in place to oppress you niggas further. All right. But let me get it up there. This verse 5. Ye are all children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor darkness. And why is that? Because we have been given that understanding by Yahawashi bahasham to discern the times and the seasons. All right. We know this shit is over with. We in the last the milliseconds of time, man. World War III, hey, it started already. It's in a soft stage right now, man. It just haven't been declared. All right?
Televised.
Right, televised. You're right, brother.
Well, that's just over here.
Yeah.
And
them niggas own it.
Yeah, in China, they're telling their troops that they're at war with America. In Russia, they're telling their troops we're at war. But here it's like, oh, that's crazy. World War III ain't never gonna happen.
Not in Ukraine, you know. Oh, but now we got a few troops in Ukraine now. You know, they say that now. You know, or they assisted. You know, no, it's fucking troops being killed over there now. You know,
that's like I was saying the other day. Like our country is constantly.
Yeah.
Awesome. I got a couple more verses. It says, verse 6. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. And how do you watch and be sober, man? And it's not talking about actual sobriety of the drink, all right, of wine, all right, which some brothers need to be sober as well. You can't watch if you constantly drunk, you know, constantly got hangovers. You can't process shit correctly. But this is actually talking about not being defiled with these different ideologies, doctrines, okay, religions. That's off, man. We know what's going on, man. It's like these brothers say, it's popping off the pages. But it says, for they that sleep in the night. And when it said the thief gonna come in the night. If we are watchers, you gotta stay watch overnight. The enemy not gonna come at you just in the daytime.
You could see him from afar. The enemy gonna come at night when he could creep up on you.
Sound asleep.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It says, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. So you having a good time, you know? You. Man, they tripping over there, huh? You're having a feast, all right? You're being drunken with these different wines. You're in mirth right now, man. And what the scriptures say, it's a time and place for that. And for our people, it's not time for that. As for you heathens, hey, do as you please.
Live it up.
Yeah, like the hey, he can punch his hell to the brother shit. You know, he got in there.
Enjoy it.
That's right. Enjoy it, man. Because it's soon to be over with. I mean, I'm gonna knock it up. One of y'all want to say something? Let me knock this out right quick. It says, but let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love. And why do we have to put that breastplate on? Because we need protection from these different philosophies, doctrine. Right? We understand that through this faith that it's talking about, right? We have faith that real soon this place is going down. We have faith that Yahawashi is going to take this goddamn devil down. You know? And his kingdom is going to be put over all kingdoms. We have that faith, man. You know? It says, and for a helmet, the hope of salvation. You know? It says, for Yahweh had not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahawashi HaMashiach. Brothers got it, man.
Backing up on that faith, like scripture say, faith is the evidence of things hoped for, the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence. I'll just get it. I'll just get it, bro. That's Hebrews 11:1. All right. It says, real quick, it says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. But translate the proof. We can prove it. Our faith is faith. Of course, we believe the type of thing you really need to have faith about Yahawashi return. But as far as these prophecies, you can see these things, man. They're right in your face. There really ain't no excuse for you to not believe if you're being completely honest.
Yeah, well, I said, meaning of faith is fully persuaded. Yeah, we are fully persuaded. Hey, things that's gonna come according to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Finish up.
I got a precept right now. My own precept.
Oh, God, I just wanted to back you up, but both y'all brothers mentioned there's no excuses. This is Isaiah 48:1, and I'm reading in NLT. It said, listen to me, O family of Jacob, who selected. Listen to me, O family of Jacob, you who are called by the name of Israel and born into the family of Judah. Listen, you who take oaths in the name of the Lord and call on thy power of Israel. You don't keep your promises. Even though you call yourself the holy city and talk about depending on the Most High of Israel, the power of Israel, whose name is the Lord of heaven's armies, long ago I told you what was going to happen. Then suddenly I took action and all my predictions came true. He came in like a thief in the night. All right, that's what we're waiting on right now. And the Lord told us aforetime that he's going to do this. So again, you know about this for sure.
If I could say it, I said this a while back, but I'm going to say it again. The Lord made sure of his promise of taking Israel down, you know, taking us and bringing us to a lower state. All right. What the hell make you think he ain't going to do it again? He promised that he was going to do what? Save some, all right, which are the hopeful elect, and he going to destroy them 2/3. You understand? And he promised he going to take this goddamn devil down.
Right.
So it's like, if he made good on those promises back then, what the you want?
I want to say, hey, the Lord said he changed not. According to Malachi 3:6.
So of course he gonna do it again. But go ahead with you.
Yeah, got a little more. Everything that you just said. Still Isaiah 48. Now I'm gonna start at 4, and this is in the NLT. For I know how stubborn and obstinate you are. Your necks are as unbending as iron. Your head are as hard as bronze. That is why I told you what would happen. I told you beforehand what I was going to do. Then you could never say my idols did it. My wooden image and my metal God commanded it to happen. You have heard my predictions and seen them fulfilled, but you refuse to admit it. Now I will tell you new things, secrets you have not yet heard. They are brand new, not things from the past, so you cannot say we knew that all the time. Yes, I will tell you of the things that are entirely new, things you never heard of before. For I know so well what traitors you are. You have been rebels from birth. Yet for my own sake and for the honor of my name, I will hold back my anger and not wipe you out. Okay? So on the Lord, obviously, he has every right to just wipe us off the face of the earth, man. But according to his promise, he's going to keep the 1/3. He's going to keep the 1/4. Those the people that are going to make it. Then the 2/3 going to have to come. Yeah, the 144,000. The 2/3 they're going to have to come back. You know, through the north. Them Hebrew huggies.
Right.
You know. But again, this is something that it's not nothing new, man. Our people know about this. You know, for the times that are coming about, these are something that, you know, never happened. Like I said, JT is going to be a time that we've never seen before. But like I said, other than that, everything we know what the Lord is going to do, man.
I got a little bit more. Yeah, and right before the destruction, he always sent the prophet, you know, and here we are now saying the same thing. Like I said, he brought out the Lord changed not, so he kept that same setup, man. You know, right before I get ready to bring the place down, I'm gonna send you warning first. You know, tell them from me. And here we are, man.
No excuses.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 55.
What you got?
Oh, sorry. Isaiah 55:11. It says, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." All right. So everything that the Most High promised, like the brother was going into, it's not going to return into the Lord void, man.
Right.
It's going to accomplish everything that he pleased, down to the nick and pick, man. The smallest of things, the smallest of prophecies. All right. The famine of the word. Everything is going to accomplish what the Lord pleased, man. You know?
Backing up, back to y'all brothers up. Like they brought out the old times. I know it's a new thing right here, but it's the same thing at the same time. Huh? I got that one in I think it's in Galatians, but he said the high holy days are a shadow of things to come. Right? So you look at the high holy. Why we got Passover? Because of what he did in Egypt. Right. So you said I'm gonna return these same plagues in Egypt. I'm gonna do it again. Lord already tell you how things go. The prophets come, destruction. The prophets come, destruction. Hey, that's how it is every time. He just said it's gonna be some shit you ain't never seen before when I come this time. Huh? Yes. All right. Good precept right here. Okay. It's First Corinthians 1. Right, and I start at verse 18. Right, it says, "For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness." Right, to our people it sounds like foolishness. Oh, it's unrealistic. Somebody gonna come out the clouds and save us, and this, that, and the third. The Lord ain't gonna give you no excuse.
Better yet, when you look at different movies like Independence Day, people look at us when we explain what the chariots are and say, "Man, you think it's a crazy."
Yeah.
You know?
But that same nigga tell you fucking alien. That's right. You take bugged out, bro.
How do you know that if you've never been inside a chariot, though?
That's right.
These niggas never seen angels, man.
Yeah.
You know? We haven't either. We through the spirit, we believe that that's our salvation. All right? That Yahawashi is gonna come crack the clouds and save us.
We haven't knowingly seen angels.
Right, we haven't knowingly. The scriptures in Hebrews tell you, you entertain, sometimes you entertain angels. Roughly paraphrase.
But that's the word of the Lord. That's what's going to accomplish what he please. You know?
Right? And it says, "But unto us which are saved, it is the power of Yahawah." Right? It says, "For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent." All you people that think you got it, you about to realize you ain't got it, man. All right? In no aspect, shape, or form, you about to realize, damn, I'm helpless. All right? Like say you worm Jacob. The Lord about to humble a lot of people, man. All right? This is gonna be the year a bunch of people just getting humbled. Okay? It says, "Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Have not Yahawah made the foolish? So I can have not Yahawah made foolish the wisdom of this world?" Yeah, he made the wisdom of this world foolish, man. Right. So we can hear these people, "Oh, those aliens. All right, those ain't angels, those aliens." You a goddamn fool. That makes no sense. All right, so what are they doing? Oh, we don't know. But here it is. We have all these answers, but you won't even listen. All right, we got to answer there. I say, be ready to answer any man for a reason of the faith that you have in hope. We got to answer for everything, every question you got, man. Right, but that's through the Lord. And it says, but after that, in the wisdom of Yahweh, the world by wisdom knew not Yahweh. Right, and it says, through wisdom they knew not Yahweh, which is ironic, man. Like we was going into that light being that darkness. Right, the light of this world is completely blinded you people, man. Right, and it says, it pleased Yahweh by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Let me just put a bunch of jakes on the sidewalk. They ain't gonna expect this shit. I know they ain't gonna expect it. They all gonna be different ages and look different, look like they from different places. They ain't gonna expect that. I mean, you done got.
I would say, yeah, only day the Lord had set that up because they said the Lord set up these celebrities to be the prophets, man. People go give glory to the celebrities, man.
Faith wouldn't be necessary, bro. Going off with the oh, you winning right now. I want to win too. I'm gonna be like him. That's as simple as it goes. As deep as it gets.
And when Yahawashi came and was walking the earth, he wasn't no super tall, you know what I'm saying, Morris Chestnut looking motherfucker, man.
So he was low, he was meat.
Come on.
I said on the back of the ass, man. As he came here full on purpose. Yahawashi was the smartest, most intelligent, most capable individual on the earth. Real talk. If he would have, let's say Yahawashi was on the earth right now, he would have pursued, I want to be an MMA fighter. He would have been the best at that. I want to do this. He would have been the best at that. Yeah. Whatever he would have pursued, he would have been the best at. But he was able to humble himself to that extent.
Yeah, even like Satan offering him the kingdoms of this world. You only had to be the king.
Oh, the potential you got. That's the thing. Shit, he's not gonna come with. That's how you get these niggas that be playing these sports and shit, bro. Look at all the potential you got. You could dunk a ball from the half-court line. Yeah. Now you got it. Right? Because you trusted that he could give you more than the Lord could give you. But I got a couple more verses. Okay. All right, and it says, for the Jews require a sign. And that's how people are. They require a sign. How can we prove these things? You can't show us. Which we can show you. You just don't want to listen.
He's looking at the sign right now.
The prophecy is taking place on earth, man. You can see World War III. It's in the prophecy anymore. It's happening. Right? You can see the famines, right? The plagues. Okay, you just can't see. But like brothers going into in America, they just on a different wavelength, bro. They on some dumbed down. But you don't know what's going on in the rest of the world. Right? And it says, in the Greeks seek after wisdom, because that's that shit Esau came with, man. And when we talk about the Greeks, we talk about Hellenized people. But they seek after wisdom, the technicality, the science behind shit. All right, but you can't even get that far. It says, but we preach Yahawashi Mashiach crucified unto the Jews, a stumbling block to our people. It's a stumbling block to this day. All these different camps that just can't accept Yahawashi now. You want to be Yahawashi? I was watching this video with Nate. He got the fireball in his hands and shit. You want to be Yahawashi. Right? And it says, and unto the Greeks, it says, unto the Jews a stumbling block, and unto the Greeks is foolishness. Right? But you people that are so-called learned in the world, you consider this foolishness. No, that's a bunch of bullshit. There's a bunch of myths and fables. That book was written by a so-called white man. Then they laugh and walk off, bro. Right? And it says, the last verse, it says, but unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, Yahawashi Mashiach, the power of Yahweh, and the wisdom of Yahweh, man. But we know, because we didn't came out of that world, everything you could teach us, we got it, bro. Right? Through the Spirit. I know boasting, but the Lord then gave it to us. Let's say it like that. All right, so we know we got the right answer.
There's a 1 Corinthians 4:10. We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but we are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised. So yeah, we have become fools out here, and like brothers going to, hey, we are that stumbling block to about Israel, man. You know, we not up here with our suits on up here. You know, we ain't bragging about how many degrees we got, what kind of, university we went to and all this kind of stuff. So it's a big stumbling block because all them niggas, they used to go to those, seminary schools, or they call them?
Cemeteries.
Yeah. We ain't bragging about, we came up under TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar and all that. So that's a big stumbling block to you niggas out here, man. Because how can the Lord be dealing with men of all different ages, different backgrounds, all kind of social status, whatever you want to call it in this place, and be preaching the word and not go to school for it, And that's a real big shocker. You didn't go to school for this?
Like bringing up that Greece. Like, that was the whole big thing in Greece, the education system. That's all this college shit.
Yeah, you need that degree and shit.
Fraternities, all that weirdo shit comes from. Yeah. All right, so you got these super educated guys. Oh, you got those that know they're Israelites and still don't know shit.
We are wise through, all the spirit of Yahawashi, man. They gave us this wisdom, man. And here we are out here warning And like you're saying, hey, that stumbling block, just keep going into it. Your sign, you know, this is your sign, Jake. You're looking at it right here. This sign you niggas gonna get, you know. So you can take heed to that warning or the sign, man. Or like you're saying, this train's gonna pass you by again, and you're gonna be waiting on that destruction to come.
It's either you're gonna catch it or not, man. Because it's obviously that everybody gets the sign some way, somehow. You know, some people get it better than others. Like us, we heard it and it just clicked to us. But they got people like been walking past us for years now. You know, for years, and they don't get the shit, man. So it's going to come past, and you can get it if it's for you, but
it's got to be free. It's got to be preordained. It's the gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 2, verse 34. It says, "And Simeon blessed them and said unto Mary, his mother, Behold, this child is set for the fall and rising again of many in Israel, and for a sign which shall be spoken against." So Yahawashi is that ensign that, you know, the elect is going to be gathered to. He's also an ensign that a lot of people are going to be destroyed. They're going to speak against it and be completely obliterated, man.
Yeah. So you got boy, you can break it down, man. This Romans 9:31. Right? It says, "But Israel, which followed after the law of righteousness, have not attained to the law of righteousness. Wherefore? Because they sought it not by faith, but as it were by the works of the law. For they stumbled at that stumbling stone. As it is written, Behold, I lay in Zion a stumbling stone and a rock of offense, and whosoever believeth on him shall not be ashamed."
Good. And that's that stumbling block again, bro. You know, Jake is so caught up in the law, man. You know, they don't realize that you need. Well, you got some groups that say you got to keep the law, the law, the law. But you know, we saying, hey, you come through all through faith, man. You know, and that's another thing. They can't get it. You know, and that offense. Can you read that again, bro? About that.
I got you, bro. All right, this Romans 9 and I started at verse 32. Romans 9 and 32. It says, "Wherefore, because they sought it not by faith, but as it were by the works of the law, for they stumbled at that stumbling stone, chief cornerstone." He said, as it is written, Behold, I lay in Zion a stumbling stone and a rock of offense, and whosoever believeth on him shall not be ashamed.
Yeah, and hey, and that's who we're believing on, that everything he said in these scriptures gonna come true, man. And believing on him, that's Yahawashi, you know. And we know he's that stumbling block to Israel right now. You know, what you mean his name not Jesus? You know, what you mean he's not a white man? Come on.
You don't love white people?
Yeah, right.
You don't love everybody? You don't love everybody?
Yeah, you don't love everybody. You know, you mean to tell me he's not a white man? Oh no, we ain't dealing with that. Not my Jesus. My Jesus is white. You know what I'm saying?
You really can't eat pork?
Yeah, right.
God don't care if I eat pork. You mean to tell me God gonna kill me?
Yeah.
Yes.
You mean he gonna use UFOs to get us out of here? No, ain't no way. Ain't no way possible. You know? And that's what our people, man. You know, Yahawashi just changed the whole game on Israel, man. You know, the way he set up the government, the ruling body, you know, taking men from all kind of different backgrounds, you know, from all over the world to come and preach the whole and be preaching the same thing. You know, we all on one accord. You know, we keeping that faith that Yahawashi is gonna come back and do everything he said. You know, he's gonna deliver the 144,000 and the 1/3 of the nation Israel, of his people, Israel only. You know, and we believe that. One of y'all.
Yeah, I got something.
Okay, come.
This is you know, furthermore going on into the stumbling block. You know, this is another form of a stumbling block to our people. This is 2 Peter 3, and I'm gonna start at 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust, and saying, Where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. So again, that's another stumbling block by people. They take how does he use it? They take the slack. Help me with it, Baba Kishore.
Promise. They count slack.
They count slackness. Yeah. They count the slackness, you know, of Yahawashi coming. You know, that is a stumbling block to them. They don't believe that this is the end. You know, they've been hearing this on and on and on, but it's just still never happened yet. But still, that is a stumbling block that is knocking some of our people off. You know.
man. Excuse me.
Yeah.
You just see wickedness win constantly. See wicked niggas get away with this. Then you start get away with that. In a non-spiritual mind, you're gonna be like, okay, it's just what it is. That's the mindset of our people. Bunch of fucking losers, bro. Just taking just a bunch of weak niggas, bro. Real talk. Yeah, what bandwagon, bro. Yeah. And the scriptures say that about people. You get followers. Our people are naturally followers, bro. Especially the 2/3. Right? Because they the weakest of the nation. No offense. All right, but they the weakest of the nation. That's why we the first fruits are willing. And they ain't. So they ain't got those leadership qualities. They don't have integrity. They just gonna ride with whatever is going on at the moment, bro.
Yeah, and they looking also for a way to get out of the law. You know, being under the law, statute, commandments, man. Any kind of way to finagle their way up. You know, y'all ain't the men. You know, you got to do that no more. You know, all this kind of stuff. But Jake, you are bound to these law, statutes, and commandments, man. No matter what. It don't matter how you try to come up here, try to fast talk to prophets. You know, or you try to reason with some bullshit Kemet, philosophy, or the philosophy for the world, man. We know you niggas are Israelites because hey, you stubborn, stiff-hearted, and like the brother was bringing out, necks hardened and all this kind of stuff,
Head hard as bronze.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, man.
So we know you fit the prophecies, the scriptures, man. We know you are those people. So you can come up here. You can't get nothing over us through, the will of Yahawashi shall give them that wisdom. We know where you niggas coming at. We know your angle. We know you hate the law. So, but guess what? We still gonna preach it to you. We know it's not all about the law right now on this side. That it's faith, but you still gonna hear some of this law though. When I'm getting to it, you just ain't gonna be just throw it in the behind you and say, you know what, that's done away with.
No, you rehearse the righteous acts, man.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, the law is our wisdom in the sight of the nations. Which we were going into earlier, the nations follow Israel naturally. So what are they following? They're supposed to follow righteousness, not niggas, man.
Right. Matthew 5:17, and the Baruch 4:1. Then. Oh, yeah. You hold Baruch 4:1. Okay, come.
Matthew 5:17.
Do you? Okay, come.
This Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. It says, "Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled." Hey, and what it say? It say till heaven and earth pass. When you go to the book of Ecclesiastes, it tell you that the earth abideth forever. All right, so yeah, in the book of Ecclesiastes, it tell you that the earth abideth forever. So what? All these things that are written, they're written in this book. All right, it's gonna come to pass. As we've seen countless times through the accounts in these scriptures, and as we're witnessing with our very eyes. All right? Well,
yeah. Yahawashi came to fulfill the law, man. He didn't come to just throw it away. Say, "Oh, I'm here now. Let me throw that in the trash." That's old.
Yeah, I'm about to go on the cross so y'all can eat pork.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah. It's great.
The book of Hebrews, they say the New Testament, because that's what they'll say. This is the New Testament, it's the Old Testament. But in the book of Hebrews, which is in the New Testament, they say Yahawashi came as the surety of a better testament. Right? He's just a better version of what we already have. Right? This way you got some grace, you got some wiggle room. Rangers are going to get killed immediately, because that's what the old way was, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, a nigga did this, trying to kill him. Right? But Yahawashi came and he showed us what mercy was, bro. They saw a woman committing adultery. No, it don't even kill him. That's our whole story.
And to not get it misconstrued, because Jake will say, well, so that was fault in the law. No, it was false in your ass. All right? Oh, you go ahead. Bring it out.
Yeah. This Hebrews chapter 8, and I'll start at verse 7. I'll start at verse 6. "But now hath he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant." Going back to what you said. Yahawashi is the mediator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promises. Right? The original promise was if we keep the law perfectly, we'd be empowered And, we couldn't keep the law perfectly. So we had to go under the curses. The better promise is you have faith in Yahawashi and Mashiach, and you're going to be delivered out of this destruction and rule forever. So it says, for if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, us, the Israelites,
That's right.
he saith, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Not everybody, all right? The house of Israel, the northern kingdom, so-called Latinos, Native Americans, and the house of Judah, so-called Negroes. It says, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith Yahweh. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith Yahweh. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people. So in the new covenant, we're going to have the laws in us. In the old covenant, we had to keep the law, but now the law's done away with. That don't make any sense, man.
I think Ezekiel or something like that too.
Okay, yeah, real quick. Like you said, y'all know the saying, give a nigga an inch, they'll take a mile. That's basically what our people did with this shit, man.
Yeah.
So basically, we know that we can't keep the law, statutes, commandments, all of them, but we try to our best of our ability, but they take that to run with it of like, fuck it. Let's just, let's keep none of them. Let's commit adultery. Let's shave our beards. Let our women fuck whoever, whenever. Let them be the breadwinners and walk in front of us. And come on, man, like, cucked out.
But, that kind of thing.
You want to say something
I
about?
was gonna say that's why the Lord did away with those animal sacrifices. Hey, yeah, Jacob really, yeah.
They'll sin and have the lamb already ready. Like they'll go and do some wicked off shit and be like, already put the lamb to the side so I can go kill the lamb.
So then the law got a bunch of technicality shit that you, according to the oldest of the letter, you had to abide by. Well, he did this, and technically say you could do this too, so you're free. Hey, that's how I was doing it. Nigga was taking a
bitch with a dove in your pocket. Like, I'm gonna pop my neighbor's wife. Here's a dove to sacrifice. Man, Jake was wicked as hell.
Not only that, he got a dove in his pocket, but he got about 6 more in the cage.
Yeah.
Ready for the next couple of days.
Ready for the bar.
Keep breeding.
Doves just you know Jake was doing that.
Man,
Wicked as hell.
I go.
It's Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. It says, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High and the law that endureth forever.
Yeah. So, you got it. No, you got it. Okay, you got it.
Say, all they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it, it shall die. Got it.
Yeah, and that law say endure forever. So yeah, we're gonna keep this law even in the kingdom of heaven, man. Where we're gonna be able to, execute it perfectly. From people.
I was gonna say, the definition of enduring is to remain. So they say the law will remain forever. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and like the brother's bringing out, like, why would Yahweh shall come down just to let Israel run wild, man? Like, let's do away with the law. Why give Peter the responsibility of building I'm gonna build my church on this man, and he said, you know what? What's the point of going through all that? You're gonna build a church, but niggas just doing whatever they want to in the church.
Anything goes.
Yeah. What's the point of the whole ministry? It's just fucking stupid. It's okay, come on.
It's 2 Corinthians, backing up, brother. 2 Corinthians 3 and 5. It says, now that we are not that we are sufficient of ourselves to think anything of ourselves, but our sufficiency is of Yahweh, who also have made us able ministers of the New Testament, not of the letter, but of the Spirit. Because now it's about faith. It ain't just about the documented laws, the 613 commandments. Don't keep this, you're gonna die. It's deeper than that now, man. Yeah. You actually got to be right. You got to be an upright person in the Spirit in order to do this, in order to make it. It says, but of the Spirit, for the letter killeth, but the Spirit giveth life. So that's how it was operating, man. You did something, you hit him. You do something right. That's why the Lord wanted to get us all out of here in the wilderness, huh? So Jacob's just going off willingly. I'm make a golden calf. I ain't looking. You're just assuming that the Lord ain't looking all the time, bro. make a golden calf. The Lord's like, just kill all these niggas. That's why Moses had to step. The Moses got to step in. Right? Right? And he said, but if the ministration of death, written and engraven in stones, would let you know it's talking about that old way. Right? It says was glorious, and that was a beautiful thing in itself. Because the law, at the end of the day, is life. The wages of sin is death, but the law keep you alive, man. Not committing adultery with another man's woman. That way, that same guy don't have to come and kill you. Right? Not stealing, so that same guy don't have to come and do some shit to you. It's a balance. It's teaching you how to be a brother. It's teaching you how to love each other, bro. Right? And it says, but the ministration of death, written and engraven in stones, was glorious, so that the children of Israel could not steadfastly behold the face of Moses for the glory of his countenance, which glory was to be done away. Right? But that's that old covenant. Right? It says, how shall not the ministration of the Spirit be rather glorious? I know the New Testament is way better, bro. We in way better circumstances with Yahawashi than we ever were. In that Old Testament, we would all be true followers.
We all be fucking dead. In this adulterous generation, we all committed forms of adultery. We all should be put to death, for that. That's a sin punishable for death. But Ezekiel 36:27, I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and you shall keep my judgments and do them. So yeah, he's gonna put that spirit in us, once we all get to the kingdom of heaven, man. And we better keep these laws perfectly, that we bringing out and saying, for all the people, all the 2/3 that say that law was done away with, that's old, you ain't got to do that no more. You're gonna see in the kingdom of heaven that you're gonna be fucking keeping them then, that the law never went away. And then you're gonna actually see most I say he's bringing up kings and priests, the 144,000, and you're going, Lord willing, we are that number. You're going to see us executing that upon the heathen, telling them you got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. So the law is never going to go away with. It's going to be here forever. And whether Israelites on this planet, fucking Jupiter, Mars, whatever, they're going to be keeping the same law,
Because contrary to popular, you had something.
Okay, you got it.
Right, it's 1 Corinthians 3:9, next verse. It says, for if the ministrations of condemnation be glory, right, which was the older covenant, much more doth the ministration of righteousness exceed in glory. So that way, really, everybody gonna make it, man. It's fucked up as it's about to get, but everybody gonna make it at the end of the day. 2/3, they gonna be back in their right mind. That's mercy. Right, but that was only something that could be done from Yahawashi coming, bro. Yeah. Now that you got it.
Hey, but contrary to popular belief, you got a lot of people that, like you brothers clearly been bringing out, that feel like they don't have to, like they can pick and choose what laws to, laws and statutes and commandments to abide by. You know what I'm saying? But this is the book of Judges, chapter 5 and verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers. And what are the noise of the archers? Right? Those ICBM nuclear missiles that are real soon gonna get launched, right, to destroy this wicked ass place called Babylon the Great, and along with other various places upon the face of the earth. It says, in the places of drawing waters. And what do drawing waters represent? All right, work and enslavement. All right, it says, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts. It says, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his village in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. Hey, but the point was, they shall rehearse those righteous acts. And what are the righteous acts? All right, those law, statutes, and commandments that are written here, all right, in the Bible. Okay, and it tell you at this point in Judges, all right, the Lord, this was a prophecy, all right. That's what Jake failed to realize. This was a prophecy. And those are these people who is talking about are the elect, man. All right, the 144,000 and that innumerable multitude.
Yeah, and The drawing waters represent slavery because we had the heathen drawing water for us. And the noise of the archers, that's the missiles, man.
That's right, bro.
Just talking about the last days, it's talking about America. We're supposed to rehearse the righteous acts here. It's not, grace is not an opportunity to just be a nigga, man. To be the biggest nigga possible. Right?
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear of the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. That's plain. That's what you're supposed to do as an Israelite man. Fear the Most High, keep his commandments, man.
That's it.
Like I say, he made this plain for Israel, man. Because, you know, Israel's stupid. So he broke it down simplest form, man. He gives you what you need, man. You know, like saying, don't worry about everything else. Don't worry about, what they said, Adam's belly button and all this kind of shit, you know. That don't profit you nothing, man. What we giving you is what you need, the tools, you know. First off, fearing Yahawashi, man. That's the first one. First step.
Like the scripture stated, commandment is not grievous.
No, I was getting that.
Oh, God.
1 John 5. Real quick. 1 John 5 and 3. Well, this is the love of Yahawashi, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
Ain't hard, they ain't difficult. He's the ones that are a bit more advanced, man. You still feel benefit.
That's right.
Hey, simple shit, bro. Don't commit adultery. Don't kill people. Don't steal for no fucking reason.
Yeah, that damn friend, man.
Back at you, man. Don't just do all this shit, man. It's simple. Yeah. All these things are gonna benefit you in the long run. Even some of that stuff like going on fast and shit like that. Like that, it got spiritual benefits, but it got physical benefits as well. Yeah. My brother did the video on the mixed fabric, like wearing the same fabric, which, you know, we all got to work. We got to get out of America. We don't know what we're doing. I think the mixed fabric, but the brother was basically going in on the video, like the mixed fabrics. Like, there's a reason that we have to wear those mixed fabrics. Those certain fabrics could affect your vibration and all types of things, bro. Yeah. You wear fabrics from all these different animals. There's a reason behind it. It's a science behind all the laws, bro. As well as it's spiritually good for you, it's physically good for you.
Yeah. Kind of. And then, yeah. And then just to back on the point the brother was saying, hey, we reversing these righteous acts, man. We get it that we're not gonna keep them all on this side, but we're gonna get into it. You know why? You know why we doing this, man? Because that's what it boils down to. And you gotta have this in order to continue through this this ministry, man, or this journey that you're on.
This is Hebrews 11 and 6. It says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
So that faith is the binder of all this, man. If you don't got no faith, what's the point of you fucking doing this for, you know? You know, what's the point of you just doing anything, you know? You know, and that's what we got faith out here. That's why we out here standing up in boldness, you know, because everything we know in these scriptures is gonna come to pass, and it's been coming to pass, man. You know, we know Israel's gonna get delivered, whether it's us or not. You know, we know Israel's gonna be delivered. We know Yahawashi is coming back on that chariot, man. We know the so-called white man's gonna go down. We know all that, and he knows it. He sees society crumbling. He losing his power. You know, it's going through his hands like sand, trying to hold on to it. So that's why he's scrambling, trying to get his NWO popping. But hey, that's gonna fail, man. You know, so you gotta have faith, man. Everything that Yahawashi says is gonna happen, he's gonna do it. Like taking this man down, and we seen it right before our eyes. And even before we couldn't see it, we knew he was gonna take it down. You know?
Yeah, it even says that in Romans 3. Yeah, you believe it. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Yeah. Question mark. Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? God forbid.
Right. I think so. If you want to speak on it, bro.
I would say, yeah, that's the point right there, right? We believe or not, hey, Lord still gonna fulfill. We have promise, man, according to the scriptures. That's simple.
Don't stop at nothing, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, my favorite analogy of that is, you know, the people who don't believe that it's gonna happen. Basically, it's destruction going on, and you just go on this side and throw covers over your head. Like that ain't gonna stop shit, man. Whether you think that, whether you try to hide from it or you think that the destruction is not gonna come, it's gonna come.
Yeah. Well, Isaiah 28 made Elijah refuge, man. Hiding yourself over all of the bullshit, just trying to drown it out. It ain't gonna work like that, bro. You're about to get the book of Corinthians said every mind shall be I get it. Yeah. Imagination, captivity.
And say, hey, you can laugh, you can point, you can scoff. You know, like I'm saying, you can put your fingers in your ears when you walk by. Mm-hmm. It don't change nothing. Everything's been set in stone how this place is gonna go down and how we gonna come up. So whether Jake don't want his own people to come up, his own nation to come up, we coming up, Jake. You know, and we gonna rule the planet, whether you want to or not. Whether you want to or not, we gonna actually rule. We're gonna be over everybody on the planet, so like you know, and it's not a damn thing you can do about it.
Right, this 2 Corinthians 10 and I will start at 4. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahawah to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahawah." That's his whole world, man. His whole world is boast against the Lord. Say the Lord ain't got no understanding. He did shit wrong. Right? That's why you all moves, because the Lord's way just ain't good enough. Right? And it says, and bringing, that's the point I wanted, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahawashi Mashiach. Your mind must be put in captivity, bro. Must be faced with reality, real life situations. Shit we talk about to start happening. Something for even us to meditate on, bro. Right? A lot of these prophecies, women gonna be getting raped, people gonna be getting eaten. We're gonna have to see this shit, bro. Right? That's the mindset you gotta be building. Yeah, that's like it.
I think Kalai got one. Okay. Yeah, so all right, we'll get that Isaiah. Yeah.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, and verse 5. It says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven."
Hold on. I think I got that wrong. Let me see Isaiah.
That's a good one, though.
Yeah, yeah.
One of my favorites.
Definitely
I think
about to happen. I'll just bring it up. Get it out there. Put that energy out there.
The Lord will know what you're talking about.
okay. Right.
It says, verse 5, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my cursing to judgment. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord had sacrificed in Basra, and the great slaughter in the land of Idumea."
Yeah. It's, hey, Basra, a cheap city of Edom, man. And here we are. This might as well be like fucking cheap city of Edom, man. Edom, Salaki, Basra, and say his sword gonna be bathed in heaven, talking about those nuclear CBM missiles. They're gonna fucking, utterly destroy this place, man. It's gonna be burned down to a crisp. The lambs, the goats, fucking Israelites, fucking, Edomites. You're gonna be fucking you're gonna be the big sacrifice that's coming up. You standing in a fucking what's called an altar again. Might as well this whole fucking country is ready to be burned and sacrificed to Yahawashi Yahawashi. And that's what's gonna happen. Like saying, it don't matter what we say. Hey, you can't stop this destruction.
That's right.
No one can. It's coming.
You can turn it back.
Yeah, like I say, the sins of this place that's touched up to the heavens. It's got to go.
Fire is kindled, and who shall be able to put it out?
Yeah.
And that same fire, that point I want to make, the same fire that y'all gonna get pressed with, the same fire we're gonna get pressed with. But if your foundation is on hay, stubble, wood, you're gonna get burnt up. Ain't gonna be nothing left. But if your foundation is on gold and silver, you're gonna make it.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the missiles, bro. If you get judged by the missiles, you a sacrifice for that purpose. But we're going to try a sacrifice right now. Lord, consider us a sacrifice. Yeah. It is a sacrifice.
And then Idumea, man, another way of saying Edom, man. The Greek word. Hey, and these are the Edomites. These are the Greeks. These the Romans, you know. This who this so-called white man is. You know, he's the damn devil. And like I'm saying, in that Isaiah 34 and 17, 16, Salaki, you know, hey, we just brought up how, you know, the Most High sword is gonna be bathed in heaven. Talking about those nuclear CPM missiles that's gonna grind this fucking place down like a great millstone, man. You know, it's gonna grind it down to the foundation damn near this place. You know, there are many missiles that's coming. You know, the warheads, what is it, 200 million? Prophesied to be 200 million coming out. Hey, it's gonna be a big bonfire here. You saw like talking about he like bonfires in the fall and shit like that. You about to be in it, you know? Yeah, you gonna be that fucking marshmallow that you like so much. You know? Yeah, exactly. Good.
All right, 16.
34, 16.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 34.
I got it now. I got two. I forgot you said you had one.
No. I thought that's the one you had wanted.
Oh, okay. What's like? All right.
But it says Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit hath gathered them.
Yeah. But none of these prophets are gonna fail. You know, just brought up the one about that about the sacrifice in Basra. That's definitely gonna happen. And so all you naysayers out there saying, oh, the nuclear CBM missiles, that's fake. You know, that's a whole new movie now. It's saying that's made up.
Missiles ain't real.
Yeah.
They're gonna see it's real when they look up.
Right.
Yeah, when it melts.
Yeah.
When it melts, you're gonna see.
And you got fucking Russia, goddamn parading nuclear ICBM missiles through the streets and shit, and they talking about it's fake. You know, like why is fucking Esau spending all this money guarding nukes, man? You know, you got all these bases around here with fucking nukes, but they fake. You know,
Like the elders say, they didn't make them shits for no reason, man.
Right. Yeah, they
Hey,
got to show.
Them shits for a purpose. Like, them bitches, hey, getting polished, all right, getting wiped down. You know? They're not just sitting in them silos unoccupied, just waiting. Nah, they being well looked after like a newborn baby.
You know, every other week, they're coming over with some new fucking missile, bro. Yeah. They got an underwater missile that will pollute all the water. It's a submarine missile made just to pollute the water. Hey, why would you do that?
I was about to say, I posted an article saying that Russia boasting on their shit so much, they said that they never gonna run out of missiles.
yeah.
They got so much shit that they ain't gonna never run out. But on top of that, Harper, what you were saying with the nukes, it was like we always knew that from the beginning, from the cartoons to the movies, what that red button was. That red button, we always knew it. That's a nuclear bomb that is going to end the world because they're going to shoot it and we're going to shoot it and boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. It's destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, China just came out with some shit. It's like a kamikaze nuke. ICBM, Salaki. Hey, they're gonna have a one man in there, and he gonna designate his life to shoot that shit over here. Yeah. They just came up with that joint. So they say.
But sound about right.
It's Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. It says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, and none shall return in vain. All right, just like the brothers was going into, these missiles aren't being created, all right, just to look nice, all right, no, it's being used to ultimately destroy America the Great, man, Babylon the Great. And there's nothing that's going to return in vain, all right? It's prophecy that this place is going to get hit with over 200 million nuclear missiles, man, ICBMs.
Yeah,
want to say something?
I got a scripture.
Go ahead.
All right, Isaiah 13, verse 5. They come from a far country, from the ends of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. That's playing right there. Hey, the weapons of the indignation, hey, there's ICBM nuclear missiles. Hey, it's set up to destroy the America, man. That's it.
saying when they get shot off, man, they're not gonna get out them silos, make a loop around and come right back and go right back into the silo, man. Yeah. They're gonna fucking detonate on somebody, man. I'm saying, hey, this is gonna come down on the wicked, the head of the wicked. And we talking about the wicked and you wicked Israelites. Especially here in America, it's done. You a fucking Israelite and you ain't in this truth, man. You kiss your ass goodbye. You might as well just have a grand old time, especially down here in New Orleans. Just continue run up and down Bourbon Street all night like a damn zombie, man. Because your death is nuclear. If you even make it to the nuclear destruction first, that's a tall order within itself compared to all the shit that's coming. If you make it to the missiles, man, you a wicked ass nigga.
The Lord hates you.
You're right.
Real. Hit by a missile. He making that fucking far.
Telling you the creme de la creme of wickedness, man. He's saving you for that, but yeah, one. Okay.
It says, verse 13, because of the back in Jeremiah 50 and 13, it says, because of the wrath of Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. And everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. All right, and just backing up further, holding in on the point, man, it's gonna be wholly desolate. All right, the only thing that's gonna be left to dwell here is desert creatures. All right, it's not gonna be inhabitable, man.
Yeah. And when this place go down, Lord willing, we in them chariots, we're not gonna fucking miss this place. God, we're gonna be rejoicing that Babylon has actually fallen, man. All this place that gave us all kind of hell, who was in this wicked oppressor. We had to deal with all the hell, the tribulation, dealing with the curses. We're finally gonna be at peace, at rest, man. Once we Lord willing, we get into them chariots, man. But it's gonna be that's gonna be a great party to see this place fucking fall. Knowing that we ain't to come back and be under slavery no more. Never go in another captivity. That's what it's all about.
So like I said in Peter, like we look for new heavens and a new earth, and that's not going to happen until this one is melted with fervent heat. But this is the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Destroy all these people, man. It's not going to be any bit left. There's not going to be Mardi Gras. The Lord's not about to destroy America except for one little place where you guys get to be wicked, man.
So yeah, just imagine that pain that people feel doing that nuclear strike. They say it's gonna be hot as an oven. Like even if you touch us, it's gonna burn the shit out of you. So imagine
you're talking about 400 degrees, 500 degrees. Yeah, in that day, man, you're gonna be 500 degrees for real. Yeah, all the niggas are gonna be hot boys. That's right. All the 2/3 are gonna be hot boys. All right. Since you niggas want to ride around and exalt wickedness, man, that's your reward. I'm fucking missing.
Yakinan brought it out before too. Like you mentioned, you said that the oven is hot. If you set the oven to 300 degrees and open that bitch, that heat gonna turn you away like, damn, this bitch hot. So imagine missiles. That's gonna be that heat multiplied by 144,000.
Yeah, like even that delay, it say like the nuclear. When people see the nuclear missiles, it's go blind. They'll be turned blind. Man.
Like it wasn't a Hiroshima, Nagasaki. That radiation was so strong with fucking missiles that it left their shadows imprinted to the ground, bro. So what do you think these missiles, 200 million, gonna do? Non-existent. You're gonna get turned vaporized instantly. Yeah. Not even instantly. You're gonna melt first, and then that fire gonna sweep fast and clean you up.
That's why shoot in Ezra's it was called a star. Cause that's how bright it's gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah, they even tell you like when they do the practice nukes, which is wicked as hell. This man has raised the radiation of the earth by dropping, test bombs all over the earth.
Man,
In the
that's
ocean, I can just be testing the ocean.
What's that?
Ocean.
So like, what's that? It's like a little island. You know what I'm talking about? Like close to Hawaii, where he do the test bombs at, and what it's done like to the people and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's why the whole world. Like after World War II, Russia and America, of course, and a few other countries, they dropped over 1,000 bombs, man, after World War II to test the bombs, and it's increased radiation for every living creature, man. Every living creature on the earth has heightened levels of radiation, but this man is so wicked, man. When he does the test, they tell you to put on shades. Don't look at the explosion when it's going off. That's how bright it is. So this man, hey, the scripture say Yahawashi is going to come with the brightness of his coming.
Yeah.
You Edomites think you have something in store, man. Yahawashi, you don't have anything. You don't have any answers for Yahawashi, man. None.
Yeah, that's a threat. We shall not be utterly beaten up. Zechariah say it. Can tell you how they're gonna die. It could be quick death. You get hit with a missile. You say your eyes gonna consume away your head. Your tongue. I think it might be 14. I mean, your eyes shall. Zechariah 14 and 12. 14
and 9.
Yes, 14.
So a nuclear destruction is coming to this place, man. You got it? Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 14 and verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Yeah, stop right there. But no, that's, hey, the Lord gonna keep their spirit in their body too. It's not gonna be no, like the brother said, no snap of the finger. Now you're in the spirit world. Nah, the Saracana treatment.
Right.
Because when that nuclear blast hit her, all right, she still was, on the gate shaking and shit, screaming,
flesh popping up.
Yeah.
Raised up against Babylon.
So about to say,
I would say, yeah, your favorite scripture, huh?
What that?
Yeah, the same shall know about pain.
Death by
Pain, yeah, death by pain, yeah.
It ain't gonna be easy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that plague of nuclear ICBM missiles, man, they on the way, man. Like Putin he just itching to push it, But we know it ain't up to him though,
You walking past looking at that.
Yeah, right.
Putin got the angels pulling his hands back. He's trying to push it.
Yeah, that's that Revelation 7.
Yeah.
Back to wins. Like,
That's right.
yeah. You wake up one day like, man, fuck America.
Yeah.
They gonna get that close so to be like,
Yeah.
get that shit on.
Yeah.
Serious looking at that.
Yeah, for real. So this place is you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
This 2 Peter 3 and 10. Right? It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. I say, the earth's gonna be clean as all. You gotta clean this shit, bro. It's deeper than just, it's spiritual and literal fire coming, bro. All right, and it says, here's the next verse. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? All right, if you don't want to get your skin melted off your face, you don't want your eyes to melt your head, what type of shit you supposed to be talking about, bro? Not shit, but what type of conversation should you be about, huh?
Yeah, ain't say, flee Babylon. They ain't say that
Get out
shit.
of bed.
Yeah, for real.
Because other places gonna get hit with missiles. You're possibly going into. People gonna be catching strays. Right? Catching stray missiles. That's it.
Hey, like all them Israelites in Demona, you decide to go and take your own self out of there. And the scriptures say, wait on the Lord, pretty much, that he's gonna set us in that land, not you niggas, Hey, you gonna get hit with them damn nuclear ICBMs because Israel's gonna hit too, man.
Yes, right.
Yeah. That place got to be cleansed from them gutter rats being in there, man. Everything with fucking Esau, Edom had his hand on, and he didn't defile the land, especially the Holy Land. You think Mosai gonna let that shit get away like that?
Like the whole.
Yeah.
when you move to a new place, you don't just put your shit in there and just start living after a person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta thoroughly cleanse. You gotta thoroughly cleanse that place, brother. You know,
Especially if you know some freaks been living
Yeah,
there.
like- literal freaks. Literal freaks. Like you can't just you got shit all on the walls, on the ceiling.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah. You take a blue light to that room.
Oh,
Hey, you know.
this devil perverse, man.
Yeah.
You know? And this goddamn devil, he got our homeland on wreck, a mess.
Yeah. So that's the scripture said that though, because that's a big demon that Jake has. Jake thinks that the kingdom of heaven is going to be America with a black face. We're going to have a black CEO, black Wall Street. Yeah. Like, they think of America with niggas in charge instead of Esau. Like, no, we building a whole different kingdom from the ground up. Everything hand built by the heathen. Everything going to be, our garments are going to be perfectly stitched. Everything tailor made, man. Every item in your house is going to be handmade by, by a heathen, man. Yeah. We're not gonna be living. We're not gonna move in the Esau shit and then put up pictures of you and your grandma. Yeah, that whole shit has to come down, man.
God, everything's gonna be one of a kind in the kingdom, man. It's gonna be just for that brother. It can't be made that way again. Everything's gonna be one of a kind. Everything's gonna be valuable that we have, man.
That's right.
And that land, like you're saying, every square inch got to be cleansed. Like the Most High's favorite piece of land on the whole earth, and it's defiled, man. That's a problem. A big problem.
I'm just saying, that first 1,000 years is sport. Yeah, it's 1,000 years Esau gonna be in slavery, but that's gonna be to clean the earth, man. And in Ezekiel 39 chapter, those months gonna take like a year just to clean up all this dead bodies and debris and shit. It's gonna be a bunch of shit that gotta get fixed. Like they got that imaginary magic mindset of the kingdom. Lord gonna come back and just put shit into order. It ain't going like that, bro. It's gonna be hard work. Not from us. Hard work and labor from slaves that's gonna get shit popped. Continuing employment.
That's what's coming.
Hey, on a deeper sense, I like how you said that, brother, because what? Hey, the land is defiled and it needs to be cleansed, but how much more is people? That's why that cleansing agent, that ultimate cleansing agent, that nuclear fire about to come through and wipe off 2/3 of the people of Israel. All right? They have to be totally cleansed.
In a hard reset.
A hard reset.
Reincarnated.
That's right.
Reincarnated.
That's why the Lord is going to save 1/3 of his people because they have not been defiled by this devil. Okay?
I'm being cleansed by the word.
We are being cleansed right now.
We're defiled.
That's right. But at the last end, if you haven't been cleansed by this word, you got to get cleansed the hard way.
That's right.
That's right, brother.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, trying to cleanse you up the spiritual way, but hey, most I gonna get corner with you niggas, man.
That's right.
and they got them. It's called Sarmat or Satan 2.
Satan.
Yeah, Satan 2. Yeah.
Nigga, got some shit going 27 times the speed of sound. That's incomprehensible. So you see some shit like that going up the street, you ain't even gonna be able to see it. That's how fast it's gonna be before you get melted.
You're gonna feel it before you see it. You're gonna feel the heat before you see it.
You're gonna hear that sound, like I said, silence in heaven for 30 minutes. That sound barrier gonna break. Out of that, it's gonna be that whistling noise.
Yeah.
With the sound of the air behind it, you get melted.
Yeah, when you see that sun get blackened out, you done fucked up.
Yeah, you got half an hour to realize.
Yeah.
Right.
You're gonna try to repent at the last minute.
Yeah.
Show me. What that was? That was Indiana Jones, where he was calling on every god.
Oh yeah.
Like Jesus and Allah. He's trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's
I forgot about that.
Forgot
about that scene. Yeah. And same with that dude in the Mummy. He was doing all the kind of speaking all different languages.
Oh yeah.
Was it the Hebrew the one that worked?
Yes. The only real God.
Hey, gotta know the name of Yahawashi, Yahawashi, man. Gotta have the name, bro. Yeah. And hey, good point. All right. And that's what you're waiting on, man. The 141,000.
Certain fight, Jake.
About to go to the whole singers event.
Oh, yeah. Shout out
The who? What do you have?
And then you want to get the you can't put keep it
What okay. But yeah. I think he came back camp one time, Scott, one time. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, but like I'm saying, we waiting, having that name. Yeah, you know, we waiting for that last minute, like the brother brought out. You know, the Hebrew, we got the name, and we waiting for that last moment, you know, just to be caught up in that chariot to get the hell out of here, man. You know, and hopefully a nigga like that stays here throughout and get to the missiles, man. You know?
Jacob's trouble,
Right? They was like, Lord willing, he'll make it to the missiles, you know?
Right? You got one eye, man. Jake ain't gonna see it coming.
Yeah. Yeah, you can bring out Jeremiah and the 51. Come.
This is Jeremiah 51, starting at the top. It says, "Thus said the Lord Yahawah, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind."
Right, a destroying wind, man, and nuclear being missiles, and we are in Babylon. We're gonna keep drilling that point home. America is Babylon in the scriptures, man. You know, it ain't no matter what you niggas try to break down on your own. Here we are, we the men of the Lord, and we telling you what it is. You know, like I saw some brothers say, it's because we said so now. You know, fuck giving you all these breakdowns. You know, trying to convince a nigga because I said so, nigga. You know, yeah. Right. So that's what it is.
That's how what you get outside. Scripture say he talked with such authority, so it's like you really can't argue with this dude. You know, I don't know what he talking about, but he gotta be telling the truth from how he teaches.
Yeah.
He had a voice of many waters too.
Yeah. You know, going all back and forth, 30, 40 precepts trying to convince a nigga still ain't gonna get it. You know, just listen to the man of the Lord. You're gonna be all right.
Yeah, but Jake can't get it. We're moving on.
That's it, right? For real. Here we are, 2023, man, and times are not getting better. They getting worse. You know, we ain't got time to be fucking begging Jake to fucking get this, man. You know, if you want to get down with the Lord, or you gonna fucking die. It's just that simple.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They really got much time. We even speaking for ourselves. We ain't got much time to think, bro. The scripture says salvation, hear them who believe. Gonna wake up one day, shit gonna be real. And all that stuff we've been teaching and talking about, you're gonna have to exercise it in immediate sense. You immediately gonna have to exercise.
Yeah, that's right.
They so thinking shit really gonna pop up. And it starts showing. Next thing you know, you fall out.
This is verse 2. "And will send unto Babylon banners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land."
So the Most High is gonna have banners, the angels fanning the flames of this place. Once those missiles hit, detonate, you know, he's gonna make sure this place burned to a crisp. You know, that he gets every square mile, square inch out of this place, man. That fire is gonna cleanse this whole land, man. And like we brought out earlier, it's gonna be nothing but a place for desert creatures. You know, the Arabians not gonna pitch their tit here no more. You know, and you know, fucking Ishmael will go anywhere where a damn desert at, but he ain't bringing his ass over here this time. You know,
You know, they got a precept for you, Brian. These banners.
okay, come.
This is Jeremiah 15:7. "And I will fan them with a fan in the gates of the land. I will bereave them of children. I will destroy my people since they return not from their ways." You know, going into the fanners, you know, destruction. You want to finish off the 2 real quick? Finishing off verse Jeremiah 51:2. "For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about."
Yeah. Hey, and like we're saying, hey, everybody who came against, you know, Yahawashi, came against his men, you know, you're gonna be destroyed in this nuclear destruction. Primarily 2/3, you know, and the wicked. You know, you got the heathens, you know, the sons of the wicked, you know, and sons of men, you know, and then the 2/3 of our nation. You're gonna be fucking destroyed, man. There's gonna be nothing left for you, just ashes.
You know, you're gonna be beaten in the powder, like the scripture say. You know, and everybody got a missile, man. They're gonna shoot it on this place. You know, that's what's gonna happen. Whether it's fucking Russia, you know, the UK, fucking I think Paris got them now, fucking Turkey, you know, Israel got them. Everybody around the about is gonna fucking shoot they, you know, missiles on this place, man.
All of them that been the books.
Yeah, they're gonna say beast gonna hate the boy. You know, when you hate something, you want to kill that motherfucker, right? And that's what's gonna happen. This place gonna be totally annihilated. I mean, nothing left, which is long overdue. You know?
I think 38. Oh, they said all of them that been the books. All Russia, all of the allies, America. Really, America ain't even gonna handle our allies by the time it's over. But Russia and all his allies. That's why you see in these treaties. This shit is right out the scriptures, bro. Treaties with Russia having treaties with Ethiopia, treaties with Turkey, treaties with the UAE, all the Arab nations.
Bricks.
All of it, bro. I know.
It's all prophecy, though, at the end of the day.
And now all these random nations, they got the Arab and sandals and a t-shirt and shit going to war. You know, those nations like that got nuclear capability now, right? I say the weekend now saying they're strong. And they got those weapons from Russia. So they're gonna be coming with some dangerous shit. Shooting some Iron Guards, submarine missiles and shit, bro. Nuclear submarine missiles.
Everybody gonna get on this gang banging at this war, man. You know, and it's coming through the way of the missiles. You know,
Missile train.
yeah, right. Watch out for this. And where was you at?
Verse 3 now. It's in the end of the book. Did I say something? Okay, keep it.
That's right.
Come. Read the latter end of 2. This is Jeremiah 51:2 at the latter end. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. And against him that lifted himself up in his brigandine.
Yeah, that missile defense system that the so-called white man like to boast about, man. You know, especially about that them damn Israelis. They love that the Iron Dome. They love that. You know, and then you saw Edom to the Patriot system. You know, you got he loves boasting about that Patriot, which is a piece of junk, pretty much. It can only shoot down like 2 or 3 missiles. You know,
That's way more than 2.
yeah, right. You know, so all these missile defense systems, you know, it's gonna fail in that day, man. You know,
I forget if it was it had to be Russia, because I think it was America sent Ukraine some missile defenses, and basically Russia was just talking shit like, man, that shit, we already got something that could fuck over that. Like,
yeah, I think it's like the S-200 or some 300, something like one of the lower models.
oh, okay,
You can just shoot it down.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a war game.
Yeah.
I say they should be wars and minor skirmishes taking place. They've been like that for years, bro. A little war pop off and they'll die the shit down. Shit pop off, they'll die the shit down. But this one ain't dying now.
Nope.
This shit about to just get progressively worse. You're gonna feel it. China and Taiwan, this next. Yeah. Right? They already hit the economy with the Russia shit. That's why the gas spiked out of nowhere. According to him, that's why the gas spiked out of nowhere. When China and Taiwan get it up there, it's over with. That's when you ain't gonna be able to get your daily necessities like shit, t-shirts. Everything made in China.
Yeah.
They got that saying, what's that got to do with the price of tea in China? Everything.
Saying.
Because everything's made in China. So once China is knee deep in this, they're not going to be, the people that will be in sweatshops are going to be at war. They're going to be on the front lines. That's why the scripture says, beat their, let me get it real quick.
That's what everybody doing, man. You know, they went from putting that agricultural money up to, like, they realized they need to get some weapons against America, man, because America's been that big bully in the earth. You know, and it's all according to prophecy too, which the Most High put in their spirit to start, putting that money away and start, getting missiles and shit together, all for His purpose, His will, man. And that's what they done.
It's the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong." And so these weaker nations, these nations that have been bullied by this horror, by this beast, they're saying, well, look, they didn't stop making nukes when they made yours. We got them too now.
Right.
So it's like all of these people that have been putting their money into agriculture, education, and all that, they're putting that money in the war now.
Yeah.
It's about to be all the way up, as Jake likes to say.
Yeah. Like I said, brother said, it's bringing out, hey, everybody tired of getting messed up about America, man.
Yeah.
You know, they tired of getting sanctioned. You know, so you don't want to go along with their philosophies, or they don't want to sell you their resources for dirt cheap. So you know what? You know, let's start fighting back, man. You know, and that's what you see. You see the brokest country of them all, North Korea. He talking shit, Kim Jong-un. You know, so
I like to say in that movie Training Day, you know, America is Denzel Washington. In Training Day. He reigned terror all throughout the hood and all the robberies and shit that he was doing. But what happened at the end of Training Day? He got his ass whooped. You know, everybody came together and went against him. You know, which is going to furthermore happen to fucking Babylon.
He went out proud too. Yeah, just like Babylon gonna go out. Yeah. I'm the man of this piece. Look at this, all you bitches.
Think that shit. And in a nutshell, man, tired of so-called white man, you know, which this is his headquarters where he do all his wickedness. You know, he pushes his military might out here in America. It's Babylon, man. This is where he sits back, you know, and lifts up himself, man. You know, because you know, when it comes down to it, he got the military, that you know, the technology, pretty much to fuck you over. But all this about to go away here real soon. If you want to trigger somebody else. Anybody want to take over? One of y'all want to get in? Oh,
It's I was bringing this out to back you up. What you were saying about the weaker nations. This Revelation 17 and 16. It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate. All right, the NATO nations that's joined into the EU and all of those different nations. It says, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Those nations gonna shoot nuclear missiles on America too. They took part in joining everything with America, and ultimately they're gonna help destroy them. You know?
This Jeremiah 51 and 7. Right? It said, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. All right, so all these nations have seen the benefit of what America could do, bro. All right, at first they were seeing the positive benefits. Now they're starting to see the negative shit that comes along with it. I'm taking that wine, taking that image, taking the mindset, the philosophies of America, and starting to destroy people. All right.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 2. It says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of her wrath, of her fornication.
Yeah, and what's the wine? It's democracies, man. The different ways of being an American, all right, the land of the free, having other nations and people coming over here just to indulge in wickedness, man. And so that's another reason why these nations are gonna ultimately hate you and shoot missiles on you too.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Yeah, the kings of the earth has committed fornication with you. All these other nations have joined into making one covenant with you, with America. All right? Got something? That's it? Okay.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4. I'm going to get straight to the point. It says, for I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure. And she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. O Jerusalem, look about toward the east, and behold the great joy that cometh unto thee from Yahawah. Hey, and pretty much just backing up the point of, hey, this place, the pride of this place has puffed this place
the pride of this place, I pretty much puff this place up, and ultimately the Lord gonna break it down, man. He's breaking it down now, and then after he breaks it down, he gonna physically destroy it. All right.
Like it's already been broken down.
Destruction is happening now. Like not the nuclear destruction, but you can see everything that this place used to be is not what it is. It's literally being destroyed. Like there's no pride here. There's all the proper things that Americans has been what's the word I want to use?
Celebrating.
Yeah, all these things coming to an end, man. Your society, your kingdom is coming to an end. And it's about to be nuclear destroyed with fire. It said in Isaiah 9:5, every battle is with confused noise, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, man. And that's what's gonna leave this place desolate.
So you're not confused why you fight. Let's just continue.
Go ahead.
Be with us, but not with us. Just continue, brother. Look, you playing game, bro.
Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna get Revelation 18:7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. So again, our people, not our people, America, Babylon, they out here celebrating, and they thinking that they not gonna be touched, man. They thinking that all this shit gonna continue to go on forever, but that's not the case.
Backing up, I agree. The same thing that they pushed out that I got, bro, said that pride, that way of thinking, that same thing that they didn't pushed out, the shit and bit them in the ass now, man. All right, now everybody's starting to see, damn, maybe democracy ain't the way to go. Maybe feminism ain't it. And now you starting to have all these problems in your own house, in your own nation, and they looking back at America. Damn, you gave us this wine, and now you just try to back up like you didn't just do it, bro.
Yeah, the American way is not the way.
I'm saying, Habakkuk 2nd chapter, woe to him that giveth his neighbor a wine, that he may see his nakedness. America has seen all the nation's nakedness, huh? They humiliated them, they put them on the back burner. Now it's time for revenge.
3, 4, 5. Still in Revelations.
Yeah, I was 18:8. I was reading down from 18:8.
Yeah, go to 5. He monitored it.
Come. This is Revelation 18:5. For her sins have reached unto heaven. Oh, Salaki. In Revelation 18:4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Yeah, come out of my people, meaning put the ways of this society off and come back to your power, not literally leaving America, man. That's not what the scriptures say. Go ahead.
For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities.
Yeah, these people being at 144,000 and the 1/3, that's the lowest people. That's who we're dealing with now, man.
Because that's the only one that's gonna be saved out of this place.
Right, bro? Yeah.
All Israel not gonna get it this time, man. Where?
Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double.
Yeah. So everything that you've done to us, we're gonna do to you double. All right. We get you doubles in slavery. All right. When Yahawashi come back with the angels and we be changed in the new kingdom, all you heathen nations that partook having a hand in Israel being put in chains or slavery, etc., we're gonna do double for what you did to us to you. We're gonna make it look like a cakewalk, man.
Verse 7. Does it? Come.
Yeah, so with that, we hope this was an edifying camp. Before we get out of here, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham. All right, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth, and peace and blessings and salutations to the hopefully elect, as well as those that believe in the gospel. All right.
Kwame Yasharala. Ababa Ball. Shalawam.
Shalawam.
Need 3 of them. 7.